And welcome back, my fellow nerds. Last we left off, our heroes, still lacking a party name of any sort, had successfully broken into the manor of the collector and professional douchebag Guthrie Phosphor, making off with an Illyrid keystone formerly in his possession. After a rapid escape, they returned to their ship and promptly set sail, hoping to avoid any encounters with their rivals who were tracking down the same prize. However, an unseasonably strong storm began to brew and slowed the Zephyr down immensely, causing them to more or less stop all forward progress and allowing Susanna and her hired allies to catch up to them. How they did so, perhaps having something to do with the odd orange tiefling with a tentacle for an arm that joined her. After a fierce naval battle ensued, in which one of the enemy pirate sloops, which I want to state again, rolled a 2 on a D10 for competency when I was making the enemy sheet, more or less did nothing of note, while the enemy snow was too slow to keep pace with the faster Zephyr and Susanna's ship, the Stormboard Sovereign, allowing the two vessels to enter more or less one-for-one duel. A duel the Sovereign was simply outclassed and ill-equipped to survive. In a desperate last act, with most of her crew dead, some of which just pulled into the ocean, others just picked off like fucking fish in a barrel by you bastards. Susanna rammed the Silent Zephyr and boarded, alongside the aforementioned odd tiefling and several other survivors. As a battle on deck ensued, the tiefling began to summon Seaspawn to join the battle, but a well-timed dispel magic from Quirky Scratch nullified this threat and allowed the party to advance, previously having been basically stuck at one end of the deck while Lotus was getting gangbanged on the other side.
What?
Phrasing.
It was intentional phrasing. And there was phrasing, a lot of gang. In a desperate. Hang on, I just lost my position.
Lotus getting gangbanged.
Yep. I didn't write that in my notes. That was added.
That's impromptu.
Allowing the party to advance, slaying the tiefling, who promptly dissolved into salt water and rolled back overboard, or washed back overboard, and leaving Susanna essentially alone. She herself soon fell, struck down by a lightning bolt, also from Quirky Scratch, MVP of the last fight. There you go. She was promptly stripped completely naked, as is tradition, I suppose, and hauled off into the brig alongside one of her crew who had chosen to be the smart one and had surrendered. On her body, you found her orders, along with all of her possessions, and those of the rest of the boarding team, which include a great wealth of magical items and a good chunk of change that was also pilfered. Speaking of which, I'm not sure we ever gave a cut to Nico, but he wasn't there, so... However, somehow, Orange Tiefling returned. And as you went to the brig to interrogate her, you caught a quick glance of a still naked Susanna, giving you all a wink before she disappeared alongside the orange fellow. You all reconvened on the deck to discuss your next steps, failing to notice that one member of your party was not present. And as you're all startled to hear the sound of a familiar, though rather aggressive sounding magical thumps echoing from the hull somewhere below you.
What was that?
Oh no.
Anyone want to check the prisoner?
Where's the
Come on,
cleric?
Nicholas. Let's check on him.
Jesus Christ.
Or can you temporarily unequip your hammer? The blue lights are giving me confusion.
Oh, yeah, 1 second.
Oh, I don't want to use that.
Door. That room's still in work.
I could go for a bite.
Oh, that's the wrong door. God, I'm bad at these doors.
Yeah, Quirky Scratch, as you run down there, you see the bloody remains of this individual with a massive hole caved into where his chest once was.
Oh, that does sound very savory.
Actually, I had the wrong thing.
Oh.
He is dead. In fact, let me...
Here we go.
There we go.
Well, that looks like a little bit more like a stab wound.
It almost looks like someone just punched the Charlo. Almost.
All crew on deck. We must find out who did this.
So you walk by, see Roxby fixing a sandwich.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Captain, we have a murderer on board.
Hang on.
There a reason the prisoner in your care is dead?
In turn. Yeah, I killed him.
Fucking why?
Because after what we dealt with yesterday, or rather today, because it's still
It was
the
early
same
in the
day.
morning. Yeah, it's been like an
Yeah.
hour.
Okay, so what
Fresh
I'm
body.
understanding is he stood up and swung at you and you punched his heart out.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
All right, we're good.
Oh,
Captain, we need to call quarters. All hands
Why?
available.
Currently, I
You
got
have a
half the crew
murderer
trying to
on
fix the
board.
fucking hole.
We have a murderer on board.
Now we're
Or-
good. It was self-defense. Idiot took a swing at a cleric. We're good.
How could a man who was locked in a cage have done any harm to anyone?
See, the cage wasn't locked. He was putting him in the cage and then he swung on him.
Bullshit, the cages were locked.
You weren't down there. Did you
I
secure the
know I
prisoner?
locked the cages myself when I put the prisoners down there.
oh damn. I hold up the sending stone. Zero, what's going on down there? Why is there so much noise?
I don't fucking know. I'm up here trying to manage the damage control parties. That's on you guys.
I'm in the crow's nest. What do you mean it's on us?
Well, keep doing. Well, tell us if
There's
the other
nothing-
pirate ship shows up again.
Those two,
That's your job.
Those two are running the fuck away
Well,
for now.
look, all I know is we got a druid and a smith on deck. Both of them might be able to help somehow. And also, what's self-defense?
That is a lie.
He said he swung.
No. That is not. No. There is no possible way a man in a cage could have swung at you.
I
Well,
mean,
he's
that's what he's saying, man. I've seen prisoners do
Who's
some weird
saying?
shit. That's what Roxby's saying.
I'm going to find Roxby myself.
I mean, I think we're good, you know? I think we're good.
That is a lie. He killed an unarmed innocent
Nah,
man.
I think we're good. I think we're good. 1 second. I think we're good.
Oh no, he's about to make you roll.
I'm gonna roll a d20 for how I'm reading.
No.
I'm reading okay.
Wait. Did you roll? Warlord, roll.
What is he rolling?
I'm studying.
We're trying to convince Warlord that it wasn't a crime.
Okay, so persuasion. Roll insight. Or
That is a lie.
Well, that's 2 on 1.
the logic to losing the argument.
where are
Well,
you?
the other guy agrees.
Roxby, where are you?
I'm in my quarters right now. I'm trying to study.
Oh no.
I can just see your
Yours.
Which one is?
I'm actually kind of. Oh, there you go. You watch as Balgoris just busts into your room and pushes you right up against the wall. What did you do that for?
I'm not willing to take prisoners after what we dealt with.
That was murder.
All right. My eyes are now burning with fire.
You can
'Cause that's
try
what-
whatever magicry you want.
Hey, you let me speak
You're
my
using
words,
thaumaturgy
Mike.
to make your eyes change color.
Yes. I'm trying to actually roleplay here. and
Okay,
you're
yeah.
talking
All
over me.
right. Go on. Back to your line. Go.
Now you understand this right here, you fucking bastard, all right? You want to turn people into fucking juice boxes, but tell me how to treat fucking prisoners? People who are gonna kill us? People who fucking decide how they fucking want to act? No. Get the fuck off me.
What I do is a curse upon me that I resist every day. What you did was choice. And I thought a man of the cloth would know better than to murder a chained man.
To be fair, he only sucks off bad people.
That's
Don't say it
inspiration
like
for you
that.
if you've used yours.
That
I
doesn't
just
make-
added it.
I mean, that's rich coming from your order, Balgoris. Considering what
What
they've
was
turned
that?
into. I'm just saying.
No.
My cloth doesn't believe in prisoners. They believe in taking people as slaves. What I did that man was a service. Get off. Go. And
You
then my
are
eyes
less
just
of a
go back
holy
to
man
regular.
than I know.
Not every god
Damn.
is the same.
Wait, what is happening? Why are people
I just
upset?
shut my door.
Because
Go back to reading.
he killed someone.
I
And
killed our
worst-
prisoner.
They
Yep.
killed
Prisoner.
the one,
Good acting, by the
one
way,
that we
Goku.
captured.
That was really
Oh,
good.
that
I
one
appreciated
that.
that.
The
That's a
retarded one
point of
we captured?
inspiration to both of you for following through on your characters.
Oh my
Nice,
That was
thank
really
already
good. I
got one,
appreciated
Rock
that,
Beast,
man.
unfortunately,
I really
anyway.
appreciated that.
Yep.
I was just like,
Belgoris, you're
oh.
currently in the other room. I've given you your inspiration back too. Don't
Yeah.
forget, if you have a
Hey,
little
I don't give a
shiny
fuck.
spot next to the big number, you get a reroll.
Mhm.
Fucking classic NCO trying to cover for his guys. No, it's
Fucking
fine.
Scratch standing there thinking, how much magic do I need to do these
Genuinely funny. I love the fact that
Roll
Balgoris doesn't know. I
persuasion
didn't lie
to
about anything.
try and slow him down.
I mean,
I'm just gonna put our lobby music on.
they did try to convince me against it. I beat it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, you did.
Oh my god.
All right, back to studying. Angrily now.
Yeah. Make me an intelligence check for your continued studying. We haven't done one of those in a while, by the way, Rox.
Sure, why not? Just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence. You are trying to absorb information.
Mimi learning good after getting a headache. Mimi learning all right.
Angrily learning with a dirty 20. Yes. You
Anger
feel
is
like
the
you're
best
progressing
motivation.
pretty well. You're now able to start. You're working towards your abilities towards fluency. You've probably got a first semester in.
Yeah, finally. I can finally hold half a conversation.
You can ask where the bathroom is fluently. You
Finally.
know how to say like
That's
where's
as
the
much
train
French as
station?
I know right now.
Where's
Donde
the
es el baño?
hospital? Yeah, exactly.
Why am I hearing Cantina music?
Because I just had to put on something.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
switch
not hearing
to-
it, but yeah, whatever.
Here, I'll switch it to this one. This is a good one. It's a long one. I might just loop that.
Keep
Anyway.
hearing rope noises.
In any event, Zero says, "Can you get everyone real quick? Can you get everybody up here? I do have something I need to give to you boys." And he is going to disappear into his office for a moment.
You need me down there or no?
He's in his cabin.
Yeah, but I have a sending stone that he has. That's why I'm asking through.
I mean, I'd appreciate it. I can't get the voice today.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm on
Yeah,
my way down
I
then.
mean, I'd appreciate it if you want to.
I like how you had to do an Emperor Palpatine voice check before that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Strike him down.
Alright, let's see here. No, those are done.
My event has left me scarred.
Is looking at his sword in a Magic for Dummies book.
Ow. What the? Down.
Roxby, we're going to request that you come up on deck 2 just for this.
Tobias, I don't think you're gonna find your hammer.
Sam's book, teenager arc.
My what?
I don't think you're gonna find that weapon of yours in a Magic for Dummies book.
All right.
Magic for the competence, baby.
You see as Zero walks back out of the office, he's holding a large chest. I mean, not terribly large, but large enough to where he seems to be struggling a little bit with just the bulk of it. It is a bit too large for, Kobold to be carrying. He plops it down and it lands with kind of a heavy thump and a little bit of like a shifting like metal on metal tinkling sound.
I saw this in Harry Potter before, guys.
Anyway, this here's your reward for dealing with the Keystone situation. Zill wasn't sure we'd be making it back to Gadan with any urgency, so he had me take it along. Luckily for you, it didn't get hit by a cannonball, unlike my fucking bed and my desk, and there's books fucking everywhere. But at least you lucky fucks get your money. Don't spend it all in one place. Ball, you're right next to me, and he tosses you a key to the chest.
Oh,
As he heads back around to the home.
thank you. Where's the chest?
There isn't one. Theater of the Mind.
Oh,
I
okay.
swear, if this
Okay,
is the
Theater of the
mimic, I
Chest.
swear
Okay.
to fuck.
Balgoris opens the chest.
You see this chest, which is, a little over 1.5 feet long and maybe almost a foot deep, is completely full of gold and platinum. totaling about 12,000 gold.
A sizable sum. Icarus,
What?
we might get you some body armor.
Cyril leans over the railing. What, you thought that first payment was the norm? That was just the retainer fee. Zill's got more money than he knows how to spend, and he pays very well for good work. And breaking into a rival's house, embarrassing him, unfortunately he died, but that wasn't our fault, and stealing pricing his artifact, that's good work right there.
1,700 a pop.
Is that even, or
Rounded down.
what's the remainder?
Fuck, I gotta grab my phone again.
Let's do 1,700 times 7.
Huh?
Wait, what was the total?
1,700 gold for everybody.
1,700 for everybody?
Yes. You had a total of 12,000 gold.
That's
What?
crazy.
12 divided by 7 is 1.714, so it's 1714, roughly.
1,714 gold then.
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
1.71428517. Yeah, so it's literally 174 rounds up nicely.
Balgorus looks at his as he's handing out the gold to everybody. He looks over at Roxby. Hand this to him. And he looks at Torin.
Alright. But you better put this bullshit aside before we reach shore, because we ain't gonna survive if we don't. And right now, we are fighting people who don't play by the rules, Balgorus. Sorry to tell you.
What are we if we don't have at least some standards?
So how much money is it?
Wait,
1,714 gold for every person.
I'm sorry,
Eating
Balgorus is not
menu?
going to broach on that.
well,
Hey, it's good to have conflict in the party.
Lotus, I've added yours.
As long as we don't take it it's like a point where we're trying to kill each other. No, it's good to have conflict between characters. It's actually good that we have something like
Yeah, I know.
this.
Yes.
I know. I'm just trying to roleplay the. We need to settle the fuck down.
Which is
We'll have a
again
bonding moment.
in
I don't
character.
care.
So.
Good fucking lord. Wait.
There will be a bonding moment eventually.
Hold the fuck up.
Lotus, why does your money keep going back to 0?
Because I put it in the vault.
Okay, so did you just get double?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I have
I'd
the
recommend
money.
keep-
I
I'd
still have
recommend
the
keeping money on your person.
I still have the money from the chest.
Oh,
don't
did
know
that
if y'all
not get
want-
divided?
I don't think so.
No, we never divided it. She took it all and we'll break it up later.
It's
Okay,
in my
your
vault.
So
I don't fucking care. Take it.
She can
don't
hold
take
on
it,
to
I
it.
don't care.
She's not going to spend much money
all right,
anyway.
well, Lotus is currently the party bank.
I was gonna say
She
she's
has-
a bank.
She has currently
Yeah.
over 10,000 gold in her.
Do I? It
Yes.
says 2.8k.
Yes, but you haven't converted.
I could get this
other-
armor upgrade to
I didn't
Adamantium.
think. I thought platinum was only 10 gold.
Yes.
Plat is 10
Yes.
gold.
But you have over a K.
Sorry,
and a
you
half.
don't have over 10,000. I misspoke. You have a little over 3,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
You have a K and a half of silver and
but
almost
that's not
2K of bronze.
I think it's only like a few.
You mean
K, like
copper?
you said.
Copper, whatever.
Let me see.
Suffice to say, I'd also recommend just keeping that on your person because having the money is better than going somewhere and having no money because it's in the vault.
Can't I?
No, you can't.
Fine, I'll put like 100 gold on me.
When we're
That's
off
a very
the
small
ship,
amount of money.
Really?
when
Yeah.
Mhm.
How
Just
much
keep
should
it
I
all
keep
on you.
on
You're
me?
fine.
all of it.
All of it.
Really?
Yep.
She's
Alright.
already been robbed once. You gave her PTSD.
Yeah.
He's not gonna take the money away from you.
He's not going to use the same trick twice. Maybe.
And
Possibly.
now he's gonna, just because y'all said that.
As long as you don't put it in
fucking
your
hell.
backpack, you're fine.
make no comment.
Listen,
See?
Everybody guard Lotus. If we lose her, we lose the money.
The reality is probably
You
QS
forget-
next.
Hey, Warlord, y'all
Yeah.
forget that, hey, ensnaring strike, I can fucking trap someone.
Gotta hit first.
Oh,
Fuck you,
Shots
Tristan.
fired. I see what I did there. Shots fired.
I will. Ooh.
Golf
Say that
claps.
for the bedroom, Dust. Say that for the bedroom.
I'm going
What?
back to the fucking crow's nest. I'm gonna go fucking make some food.
In any case, going to the archipelago map now.
God
Does anyone
damn
else
it,
have
Waya,
anything
you're
they
making
would
him
mention there?
fat.
He is fucking chubbo now. He's so cute though. We had to go. No. We had to go to Walmart earlier today because he needed new belts because he didn't have any more belts that fit him. And I was in Walmart
You
calling
ran
him.
out of loops?
I was in Walmart calling him fatty fat, or early in the house I was calling him fatty fat. He got mad at me. Okay, fatty.
Damn.
If that makes you feel
Ignoring your
good.
marital issues, let's move along.
Nah, he's not that fat. He's
Mm.
not fat. He's got a belly, but just a little one.
As most men get.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
He's like 30, so you know.
Anyway, the following 2 days pass relatively quickly. There's a lot of work to be done keeping the ship, well, in a good condition given the battering you took. Zero's cabin will have to wait until proper repairs, but at the very least he manages to square up the bed so it doesn't collapse immediately, which is helpful. Soon you find yourself weaving through the barrier islands that mark the northeastern shore of Durhamshire Isle. It's a bit of a difficult task, as despite the shallow draft of the Silent Zephyr, that is shallow relatively speaking, and it is still a nearly 180-foot long vessel when you talk about spar length. You're all the way here. Soon, however, the green swatch on the horizon. Soon, however, as the green swatch of color on the horizon draws near, you begin to take in the landscape proper. You see the mouth of a river, larger than the one you traversed on the island of Gerdam, but by a significant margin, but nothing enormous and fast-flowing. Nothing enormous. It is, however, fast-flowing in waters, turbid and rocky along the shoreline, and it pours down over the shallow seaside cliffs, spilling out into a brackish bay. Zero promptly orders the ship to stop and set anchor outside of the bay itself, because, again, shallow as the draft is, you can't quite get in there. A longboat is promptly lowered alongside several members of the crew, who row you across the shallow sandbars. I had to turn this music down.
He hops on the broom and flies alongside the longboat.
Very well. Who row you across the shallow sandbars that define the Rivermouth Bar. It's a short journey to the town, although the rocky shoreline, packed with large boulders, some as large in places massive stones more than 50 feet high, obscure the port until you're nearly upon it. Gulwyn is a small community, home to maybe a few hundred souls at most, and formed from a hodgepodge mix of buildings, some of which appear to have been formed from the hulls of overturned ships. Others hang from the strong boughs of the jungle trees, like spherical tree houses. Some of you might know that this is a traditional style among the Tabaxi, but most of you will not.
Yes, Wood.
Tortuga?
Yeah, kind of. You haven't been to Black Bay, that's Tortuga. Holy walls with splashes of vibrant color and cheap wooden shingles dot wide dirt roads in the community, each of which is lined with multiple drainage channels, which all merge and eventually empty over the stone quay that forms the harbor proper. Alongside at mooring or on the muddy floodplains around the town, you spot a host of smaller fishing boats, most painted in equally vibrant colors, while a few small sloops are currently tied at the quay, offloading cargo of some kind. You soon find yourselves reaching the quay, and several of the workers on shore move to throw a ladder down to you, as currently it is low tide, and you are quite a bit below. 1 second, I gotta set the date, actually.
How many days is that? We've been at sea?
Two more days.
Okay, thanks.
How you doing?
Oh, no.
How are you doing?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Yes.
1.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
War.
Yeah.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck.
Do I need to let him feed?
You're still on the boat, but you guys let's reverse time slightly. As you're all preparing to leave, you look over at Balgoris, who is... He's never really looked like a vampire until now. Now he does. His eyes are a dull red. His skin is sallow and pulled tight against his bone, and he just has this fearful, hungry look in his eye. Balgoris,
Looking a
you
little
are
gaunt there, Balgoris.
more or less.
You sure that you're a
having
dragon?
nicotine withdrawals right now, Balgoris.
Oh,
I know you've been in that state. You know the headspace, and you need blood urgently. This should probably be discussed before you hit shore,
Time
because
to
right
go
now
fishing.
you are public. If you go into public, people will see that you are a vampire.
Wait, what about that bag of weasels or whatever?
The bag of tricks?
I'm assuming even
Yeah, but-
Icarus is like skirting away from me now. Like,
Yeah, he's a little nervous, as are most of the crew.
Can't we catch a big fish?
I shall go spearfishing.
Quick, somebody go catch a big ass fish.
am
That's
I
the
going for
biggest tuna you
humanoids
can.
with that roll?
You are just holding it together from taking a chomp of a crewmate.
Okay.
I hear
Maybe we
Ghost
should
very
put-
distantly. What was he saying?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I was saying
I say
I don't
we
know
do-
if you're paying
Um,
attention to inventories. but
I could try and
do that.
fish,
But
but
what?
who knows how long I'll be patient for fishing.
Maybe we should put you in a cage until we bring you something.
The ship is leaving after you guys depart.
Depart.
Your boat's back.
Did anyone see any livestock? Anywhere.
Don't look at me. I'm not the livestock expert.
Okay, well I'm gonna go fishing then, I guess.
You are the only one who looks like a cow, though.
Hey,
Livestock-
that doesn't help.
Balgoris, right now you do have the self-control to not recklessly drain a teammate were you to feed him.
No.
What's the potential of like letting a little blood in a bottle and letting him have a shot?
He won't do that. I keep trying to get him to use us as blood banks, but he fucking won't.
Oh, well, he's mad at me, so maybe he'll want some.
I don't want to catch his celiac
No.
disease.
I will not walk down even that path to damnation. I'll find some fish. Or something.
I'm gonna go spearfishing.
I'm gonna pull out. Let me see if I think it's still in my
Goku with the pod.
Yeah, you have the fishing
Exile.
rod. Yes.
I would like you to acknowledge that after hearing Balgoris say that, I'm just gonna go.
Although, I'm willing to bet that if you took a pint of your own blood out and put it in a fucking container for him, I'm willing to bet that he's not going to be able to have the willpower to turn it down if you stick it in front of his face.
Just a reminder, you need to get back over 25% to not be visibly a vampire.
Yep.
So you need to
Just
regain
saying.
at least 2 points right now.
What do I
A few
need to do to
surgical
go
tools and a
spearfishing?
bottle, and I can get him some fucking juice bottle.
That's a big fish. That you were.
That's
I'm
gonna be a
fishing.
lot.
Serious.
It's gonna be a lot
I'm
of
fishing
fish.
my ass off. I'm just sitting there like,
You have a
Come on,
lot of
fish.
blood. You're big.
What are the odds he catches it? What are the odds he catches like an actual tuna?
I don't know. Make me. What would the check be for fishing? I'm assuming it's animal handling.
Survival.
sure.
Survival. No, it would be survival. 100%. Yeah.
Oh god,
I'm
I'm
decent
not
at
good at
survival.
that.
Into the ranger here.
You can roll with advantage because Turbius is also trying to help you.
Let's
Alright,
roll,
let's
Jan.
make another roll.
There you go.
Alright. 18. What do we catch?
You are able to catch a good variety of fish, and you guys watch as every time a fish is brought aboard, he just grabs it, just like sucks it down like a freaking juice box,
Hey,
tosses it back overboard.
Ew, a
Mercy.
juice box with tuna juice.
how
What
should
No,
I
no,
do
no.
that?
I tossed the remains to Icarus.
Yeah, Icarus is still a little weirded out, but he's happy to eat the fish at least. Nefair also jumps in and snags one of the smaller ones before you can even reach it.
Hey, I was
Runs
gonna
off with
eat
it.
that.
You've been getting fed the regular rations like the rest of us. What do you need? More fish
And this ship
bowl.
has good food, I will point out.
We do have a good cook.
Yeah,
You
but
have
it's
pierogi
dead.
and high quality provisions.
I like fish.
I like fish too.
It's an exotic in where I'm from.
Yeah. Or I would say you've gained.
Seafood boil.
They're small creatures, so that really doesn't give a lot.
I'm rolling a
If
d4.
that. Okay.
Ooh.
Roll a d. You're gonna roll it, or you want me to roll it?
I just rolled it. You
Okay.
gain 3 blood points from your
Oh.
fishing adventures.
I go
Oh.
spearfishing after the big one.
Yeah, you see as the color starts to return to his face, his eyes return to their normal, just dark color, and his skin kind of just loosens up a bit. He looks better, though still somewhat ill, perhaps.
Nico does want to try his hand at fishing.
More.
Do you want to do a separate fishing roll?
Yeah, I want to go spearfish.
All right, I'll allow one more
Survival
fishing roll.
check.
If we can top him off any further. Also, you're on a ship right now.
Mm.
So are you tying a rope to your foot, grabbing a spear, and jumping off the ship with the spear?
I was gonna go around my
Come
waist
here.
for sure.
Okay.
Come here, let me check your eye. Come here.
Yeah, make me a survival
Fucking
check.
diving into the water like.
Keyless is standing over on the side to levitate. So meditate.
22.
God dang.
You watch as this barbarian just lets out this just primal yell and just leaps off the ship in like perfect form, spear down, and disappears into the water. There's
You look
nothing
alright,
for a
Sheila.
moment, and you
Yes.
see just a burst of blood float up to the surface.
Where did
Ew.
he
A few
learn to
seconds
do
later, a very wet minotaur hoists what looks to be about a 3-foot-long young shark over his head. Just
that? Where did he learn to do that?
Poor
are you pulling him back up?
Mhm.
And as you're like treading water, celebrating, you just start to float upwards. I'm not
What
gonna
is
make
this?
you say
What is this magic?
You
it.
look
Anything
at
you
you
can
see,
against it?
Yes, it is magic.
I mean, he's seen us levitate before, hasn't he?
I would hope so.
You're able to pull the rope to actually haul him over to the boat. And this fish is still flopping a bit.
Balgor's jumps on it.
Oh,
Yeah, you
Ah,
can take another,
one.
you can take another point.
okay.
Alright, that's not bad.
That was,
I will need to feed again.
I will
God.
make you feed on a player. I mark my words.
I am trying not to, damn it!
I know. That's why I must try.
Giving you juice boxes. You just don't want it.
No!
You're gonna hit 0 and you're not gonna get a choice.
Yeah, but then he's gonna
Ah.
kill someone.
Yeah, then I'd kill someone. At 1, I get a check. At 0, there is no check. I'm just going for the first nearby
Well, at
person.
0, the next time the night falls, you
Doesn't
go
he
into a
pass
blood
out
rage.
and then go into a blood rage?
Yeah.
Yep. The police went into a blood rage.
Can't we also like stop him from going into blood rage somehow?
You
If I
can
Kill
give
me.
him blood.
Or yeah. Because I think he has made it abundantly clear. If I go to 0, I kill people.
Yeah.
There is no restraint.
No, they can space frame you. It's just not gonna be fun for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then
I
if he doesn't get blood by dawn, he dies.
Uh,
I have a way to restrain him. He's just really not gonna fucking like it.
Plans
at that
to
point,
take
he
down
does also
Balgorus.
take. I will say, at that point, he also takes on the weaknesses of vampires. So that sword would be pretty effective at that point.
Exactly.
I'm slowly building you up as a vampire hunter because you seem to like that route. So
Mm,
anyway,
Continuing on.
with that though, rewinding
we come
or
to
rather
countermeasure?
fast forwarding back to the present, you find yourself scaling a rope ladder onto the quay, and a couple of crew members quickly help you ashore or kind of saluting you and heading off back to the ship. One of them, however, quickly tosses Balgorus a small package.
Mhm.
Inside, you find another sending stone. Ciro said you should have that.
What
I
for?
thought Oh, I thought he was throwing him
Get
a
next to
blood
Zill,
bag.
just in case.
Oh,
Understood. Give him my thanks. And be safe with those pirates.
Ah, they won't catch us.
I thought he was throwing him a package
they're
with a
heading-
blood bag in it.
oh, they're heading back to the main port. They ain't going after the pirate, not yet.
But that is their next objective. They're going to do the pirate meeting while we're taking care of this thing.
No,
They're gonna arrange
co-
the pirate meeting.
Yeah, they're gonna arrange it. They're coming to get us, and then we're going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. It's currently about 10 in the morning, and as you're all gathering yourselves in the dock, which let me see if I can find some actually. I have some dockside ambiance somewhere.
Remember, Icarus is with me.
Yes, yes, he is. And the fair is curled up on Lotus's shoulder and is comfortably riding along.
I was petting the cat beside me.
Yeah, but
Why are we
Basically-
drawing flag?
Basically, that is the route that they'll basically take.
You guys realize that Nefer means queen in Egyptian? So that means that Nefertiti, her name was Queen Titty.
Thank you for
Right.
that exhilarating information.
I just thought that was
Boy.
interesting.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Someone with a
Queen
laugh
Titty.
track, dude.
Maybe she had nice tits.
The Queen of Tits has arrived. Anyway, you do see as you're all there it is. That's what I was.
You're
waiting
welcome.
for. Thank you. After arriving, and you see a portly looking tabaxi man, and kind of hobble up to you. He's somewhat older looking. His hair is kind of turning gray in places. The rest of him, however, is patterned very similarly to your ocelot friend, actually. He wears kind of heavy leather apron tied loosely, and it's kind of a few sizes too small to get around his large gut. And he's kind of got a loose-fitting linen shirt and some baggy work pants. Well, hello, outsiders. What brings you to our little community today? As he says as he walks up to you all.
I was wondering, have you ever seen? And you watch as I show off my heraldry. Have you seen this symbol?
Hmm. No, I can't say I have. Not familiar to me. But we don't get a lot of visitors in this town. I don't know where this voice is going.
It's like a mix of
You're trying to do Creole.
I'm not actually. I'm just making a
Oh.
voice.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I thought that's what they were.
There's a lot, but look, man, I do not have time to study Caribbean accents without sounding racist.
You're fine.
That's a lot of effort. Anyway, it's like
Go down to the
we
water.
don't get a lot of visitors here. No, that wasn't Eastern European. We don't get a lot of visitors in this town. I'm just gonna speak in my voice.
Creole.
Yeah, you're
I'm
fine.
just gonna speak in my voice. I'm tired. I got other voices prepared, but anyway. So what brings you here? What might we be able to assist with?
they're heading to Darkhold.
Ah, you're going to need a guide for that. This is the warring season. Also not safe for outsiders.
Watering season?
The jungle tribes fight with each other. This is the campaign season. It's another term.
Basically, if I understand what he's saying, basically the local tribes have squabbles amongst each other. They might employ resources or marriage reasons and many other things.
Sometimes just because they need something fun to do. It's usually not particularly deadly, but they don't take kindly to anybody trespassing. You're going to need a guide who knows the customs, that and the jungle's been dangerous in particular these past few years. Things have been getting a little more wild, if you understand my meaning. You'll want to go look for... Ink on Skin would probably be your best bet. You can probably find him over by the Copper Carafe.
Any dead or dying plants of recent?
Plants? No, I can't say I've seen anything problematic with the plants.
We've noticed a few issues around where some
Looks
crystals
like
were
a 2D
causing some
RPG map.
death to the planet,
Mhm.
or at least to the vegetation.
Huh.
You never
Well, I
know.
cannot, I
Could have,
cannot
could
say
have
I
had
have encountered
relation.
anything to that effect.
Nothing
Always good to
weird
keep
going on in the
unfortunate.
jungle.
No, it's simply the matter of the jungle is dangerous. There's a lot of large predators. The road itself is a dirt trail. It's quite an arduous task to reach the city. I'm surprised you chose to stop
So
off here, but we're more than happy to assist.
We would do was business over Somerset Crest Isles.
Very well.
That's in the
I need not
storm
pry.
damaged our ship a little, so we have to send it back.
I understand. I did see your ship on approach. Definitely not going to fit in the harbor, so I can't blame you for moving on. Best of luck with that, I suppose. You can find Ink. He's usually over by the tavern this time of day. Just take the main road up, and you'll know him when you see him. Look for the tiger.
Understood.
Inks on skin. Weird name.
It's a tabaxi name.
You say he was a tiger, so I guess it makes sense.
Oh, let's find him.
As you begin heading your way up the main street of town, you seem to be kind of the talk of the town for the moment. Quite a few people are stopping and just kind of eyeballing you. No one seems to be going out of their way to approach you or talk to you, but people are talking in just kind of in hushed tones, just like, who are those guys? What are they doing? You get the impression this town doesn't get a lot of non-regular visitors, and that the traders at the port are probably the closest thing to outsiders that this town usually actually deals with. And it is a small community. It takes you all of about 5 minutes to arrive where you see a large sign that appears to be a copper-colored vessel pouring out liquid. And sitting out front at a bistro table, you see the largest tiger any of you have ever seen in your life. See in front of it, however, a tiger pattern tabaxi. Sipping a cup of coffee in one hand while his right hand while his left hand idly scratches the head of, again, the largest tiger you've ever seen, which lies half curled around the table around him, nearly 15 feet long and likely 8 feet tall while standing. That would be the tiger, not the tabaxi. I want to clarify.
Lord.
Well, it's clear this is no ordinary animal, and as you approach, you notice it is silently tracking you with its eyes, not letting any of you out of its sight. As you finally do draw close to the table, it lets out a single long exhale, almost like a snort, and the tabaxi immediately raises his eyes to look at you. Ink on skin is taller than most tabaxi and broader too. In fact, I'm actually going to show you art.
I was
Hey, Armored Tony the Tiger.
Looks like an
Bigger.
EverQuest tiger person, whatever the fuck those were called.
Yeah. Larger and broader than most you've seen, so you gather the fact that this individual might not just be tabaxi, might have some Pantherian lineage, that is Leonids, but other varieties as well.
Yeah.
His armor is mottled green and brown, designed to blend into the jungles of the island without trouble. On his left side, you spot a strange-looking sword with a wave-like pattern, which actually reminds both Balgoris and Torin of some of the more ceremonial designs for great swords you've seen back in your homeland. But this is a wider pattern, almost curving like a snake. On his back, you spot a currently unstrung longbow, while his right hip is occupied by a oversized quiver holding several different sizes of arrows, some of which appear too big for the bow itself. Call me, Zan. If these outsiders meant trouble, they wouldn't be strolling up so casually, now would they? He says, as giving the tiger a reassuring pat in the head before turning his attention back to you.
Real.
Oh. The tiger, however, does not take his eyes off of you and lifts his head up until his head is level with the tabaxi, despite the tiger itself still laying flat on the ground. So, an eclectic group of outsiders stroll into town and come straight to me on arrival. Either you are morons sent by Liliana to try and collect that poker debt, despite everyone else agreeing I won fair and square, or, more likely, travelers looking for a guide to reach the city. So,
Well, that would be correct.
definitely not debt collectors.
Well, that's good. I didn't want to kill anyone today, and you seem like gentlefolk. Well, interesting enough to talk to folk, at least. As
The
it so
gentle
happens,
till someone's just trying to kill us, then all bets are off.
good, the best kind. Very well. As it so happens, I've been meaning to make a visit to my parents for some time, and they do live in the city, so I'll even dock half the fee as a good excuse to get moving. However, for a party of your size, making as much noise as you do, God, some of you are loud. Travel will be more dangerous, which doubles the fee, so call it the normal rate. Will this be expedited, or do you want to walk?
This guy fucking Turkish? Jesus Christ.
I don't know what it is, okay?
It's a
I
sales
get what you're trying to go with.
You want it to be boss.
I came up with a voice, and I'm sticking with it, so fuck off.
No, not the accent, just the sales pitch.
What are the prices? See, now you got me doing it, damn it. What are the prices?
Yes. What are your prices?
Price? Somewhat less important, I think. Walking will take about 10 days, for those not used to the conditions. If we go expedited, that means we will take mounts, which is 3 to 4 days to arrive. Personally, I will be
Expedited.
riding Izan, as he says, just kind of gesturing back to the tiger, so acquiring mounts will be better for all of us. Much safer, too.
Expedited would be preferred.
Very well, that will come to 10 gold a person, so KJ, are you with them?
KJ?
I mean, I could have just accidentally, ended up following them and they didn't know.
Yeah, you look over and Sebastian's just there. So that will
Hello,
be
kid.
80 for the lot of
Delightful
you,
man.
plus the cost of tack for the mounts, which will be rental. I'll bring it back. Total of 100 gold will suffice. Excuse me, will suffice. Half to be paid up front, other half on arrival.
Fair enough.
All right, someone's gonna pay him, I presume.
That's 100 gold.
Yes.
And also gives additional 5.
Tip him right now. You're supposed to give him 50 now. The rest on arrival.
I just give him it all right now.
You truly are adventurous if you're interested in that. Very well. I won't complain about more money. As for
Got
mounts,
to make a living being up tall.
yes. As for mounts, knowing outsiders, I suspect you're about to tell me that you think I'm about to tell you where to get horses, aren't you? He says with just a big grin on his face.
Up to the stables for the Magath.
No. Horses are prey. Likely to draw more predators to the group. Probably someone's going to die, likely a small one. On Soso Chantil, you need to be more intimidating. Stronger mounts are required. Ink knows of a place where some can be found, but the party will need to tame them. Yes? Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, however, are you provisioned for the trip? I can take care of food, but you will each need 3 water skins. Fellow cat, maybe 2? I'd go for 3. Springs are common, so we only need to bring 1 day's water with us. Besides that, you'll want change of clothes, rain gear, cover for your pack to keep dry. It is rainy season after all. Those of you in heavy armor, you should really consider getting something lighter so we don't run to less trouble. Oh, and everyone besides fellow cat will need a bolt of red silk. Gemma should have everything you need at her shop. It's across the street, 3 buildings down, back the way of the harbor. Can't miss it.
Why the red silk?
The Jungle clans do not take kindly to Huecaklata. Outsider. Here they will demand tributes, and, well, when we run into them, and we will, given this time of year and the amount of noise you're making. And only one of you is tabaxi and none are dwarves, so each will need a bolt. 1 should be plenty per person. If we run to a second group, I will deal with it. There are other methods. One more thing to check, though. And Scratchy turns to you and says something that is frankly bizarre. Or just asks you a full sentence. You only recognize 3 of the words, all of which are feelin', which is can you and no. But the words in between are a mix of different tones, some of which are clearly feelin', some are unfamiliar to you entirely, some sound dwarven. Kind of cocks his head. Okay, so you can't speak native tongue.
Do
In that
us
case-
speaks in start before his back in Draconic, Feeling, and Orc. Or in similar manner.
Okay, you have some very strange accent. Where are you from?
The cuss.
Where's that?
Another continent.
Which one?
Is it Alaris?
It's from Aleros, yes.
Alaris.
Ah, desert cats. Nope. Now the pattern makes sense. Welcome from across the far sea. Anyway, what I was speaking was trade tongue. It's what was word Shiny Man used? It was Creole. That's right. That's right. A bit of a hybrid between cat speak and dwarf speak. The natives can usually speak that in cat speak, but they will be expecting us to speak trade tongue. That and with your accents, they will struggle and don't talk to them. Let me do talking. Probably best if I do all talking.
Understood.
I do have one request.
Yes.
Whatever provisions you provide while we are in the jungle, I prefer my sustenance rare. Can you provide this?
I was not planning on doing much hunting. And he tosses you, well, for this, and he tosses you what looks like an oversized raspberry. Give it a try.
Balgor's bites into it.
You find that this berry both tastes remarkable, and as you completes eating it, you feel remarkably full. He's a ranger. He's got good berry.
I knew it.
I knew it too. The second you said queer, I was like, this motherfucker's a ranger and he has a pet. He's a pet ranger.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
beastmaster.
Yep.
Yeah.
And his pet is a giant tiger, so.
You let me speak with my group for one
Sure,
moment.
sure. No pressure. I will be off to, as it is, I will be off to go get the attack for the mounts. Meet me back here in an hour. Come, Mizan. And you see as he walks up, and the tiger stands up, still glaring at you all with this look of distrust. And even Turbius, you have to look up to this tiger.
It's not a, it's a spirit cat, guaranteed.
Or dire.
It is a
Yeah.
giant tiger. It is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Just a giant tiger.
Yeah, that's why I said
It's
dire.
fucking big.
Yeah, dire is the condition you'll be in if you decide to piss it off.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why they're called dire.
Mauled 10 times over.
Trust me, if I could get a fucking wolf variant, yeah, no shit. I'd
Dire wolves
fucking have
exist.
it. I know.
We
But
do
I
need
ain't
to
that
increase the
kinda-
Pokemon.
I ain't that kind of ranger.
I'm not that kind of paladin, but I'm working on Icarus. And Lotus has a cat. You're next.
Ooh, what you gonna get?
Prefer a dire wolf or something.
I will
Yay,
say dire wolves
puppy.
are not native to these lands.
I know.
Get him a dinosaur.
Get an
Ah,
eagle or something.
Let's say
Continuing
an
on.
eagle would work.
They get a
What
raptor.
are we going
blame
to
of
do
blue.
about my necessary requirements while we're in the jungle? I don't think it would be a good idea if I get too hungry and we're around the group of the natives.
I can probably hunt you up something. If you get desperate enough, I can probably do it.
I'd rather not risk your life in these jungles if we don't have to.
I can move.
and also remember, you guys gotta have to have
That's
silk on you.
Fine.
Yes, we're buying the silk. A bolt of silk. What? Ugh.
Trade
Oh,
agreement, probably.
I miss Narakash. Things were simpler.
Trust me, in Narcos it's also fairly simple, but there are also still some rules. It's more to keep your own ass safe than, well, it chopped off.
Dealing with barbarian tribes is
Hmm.
bad as
Yes,
Oh, and-
usually we would just kill them and be done with it, especially but if they were minding their own business, we left them alone.
you can usually bribe them to leave you be.
There was no bribery. If they had crossed my orders path, They had already.
This ain't your order, the Bloodgoddess. And also your
That's
order
right.
is...
Also didn't exist in Aleros.
I'm also reminded every day of that.
So, commenting on that, one thing, one of your party members is a member of one such barbarian tribe. Secondly, there were raiders in the mountains. The Adamantine range in Aleros is
Oh, yeah, no.
absolutely full of raiders. However, it was mostly further north, and it was definitely out of the area where you'd have much concern over as Ghost.
I know. But
Alright, let's go
I
buy these
still-
provisions.
Yes, Rox, you are not one of the loud people.
The Ranger Guild, the Rangers Guild is still transfers information amongst each other. So yes.
Oh yeah, you would
I
have heard of it.
know- I would know how to deal with them, or know that they could be traded with.
I guess to help speed things along, how much would our provisions cost a piece for us?
Oh, I have a whole scene in hand. You're going to the store.
Alright, let's go to the store.
Go into the shop.
Oh, we get to go shopping.
Also, little man,
How
how...
do you just keep popping up out of nowhere?
I swear, he's sneakier than freaking Cyril.
Oh, you all seem busy. I would intrude.
Are you
For the
up to
record,
this,
none of
old
you
man?
saw him in the longboat.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like, are you even
He's
up for this,
sneaky.
old man?
How is he
Oh,
sneakier
no,
than a rogue?
worry.
And also before you start asking, no, he wasn't in my backpack. No, it was the other broom.
Well, you would have killed him if he was in your back.
He likely weighs more than Scratch. He would have killed Scratch instead.
Like I'm still talking as the boat. Sorry.
Yep.
He's probably sleeping in some
Sleeping in a
barrel.
Alright.
Yeah, I
Let's
recommend
shop.
staying on the map of the boat just so you can select your character for things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't
Following
worry,
the
I
rather
made
basic-
myself at home.
I suppose the Banshees did not comment on the mismatched flag color.
Didn't seem to bother.
Yeah,
me.
you grow man.
Probably didn't want to be
common-
rude.
Common occurrence.
Now that the color of she has.
Colombia is not at all uncommon among Tabaxi. They had a population bottleneck. They're all a little inbred, but that's besides the point. Solid gold, that's not common.
Yes, but he also doesn't know how common yours is based on your region, because once you said where you're from, he's like, huh. So you're a desert. Okay. And just
assume you're weird.
Yeah. Assumes
Yeah, you're a
what you
weirdo.
look
It's
like
okay.
is normal.
We are adventurers. Most people, we are not the normal people that go into any town.
No.
Unless they're a town of adventurers.
You notice the second that you gave him more money, he called you out as adventurers.
Mhm.
He's like, oh yeah, you guys walk around with
Adventurers always
literal
pay more.
vaults and the ability to kill.
Well, also paid them all up front. And just
If
a little
need-
extra.
We need to get you food on the way. I will hunt something up. It is fine.
Yes. Well, what is this
I
shop
can do
that
it
he said
quietly.
was?
Yeah. Following the rather basic instructions, you soon find yourself standing in front of a medium-sized wooden building. It's a lot deeper than it is tall. Single story, but with a large raised board at the front, like an old Wild West town, with a painted sign depicting scales, coins, various goods of all sorts, and underneath, in some script that only Quirky Scratch can read, as it isn't feeling, you see a sign that, if read literally, says All Things Store. Taken in context, General Store.
Here's the general store. If you want to know what it actually says in the then it's All Things Store.
You first.
These are your people.
Well, my people are on the letters. These are prisons, essentially.
Yes, but you still might understand the dialect better than any of us.
The written language is...
Remind me how Tabaxi feel about orcs.
There's no specific animosity. No specific animosity.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just
Yes.
happy no one is harassing us about Icarus being with us right now.
this is a jungle full of very dangerous wildlife.
That's probably infected.
Icarus is
No,
not openly threatening compared to some of the things the people here deal with on a regular basis.
That is true. They do have
Icarus is maybe
our
crocodile.
guide's tiger living in the town right now.
He's also at a good heal right now, so.
And also, Icarus is basically the baby crocodile compared to what? It's probably on this island.
Very true.
You guys opens the door into the general store.
1 second. Yep. Stepping inside, you see that this building is mostly warehouse space, and you are currently standing in a very small, cramped storefront, mainly only going like 8 or 9 feet into the building itself. The large wooden counter opposite you has open faces filled with glass panels, revealing several shelves on the inside, holding all manner of goods from goods, while also hung from every surface on the walls and on the ceiling. You see all manner of things, from rope to cups to cookware to fabrics to there's a couple of barrels in the corner. There's one full of pickles. Those just about everything you can imagine you would need in a town like this is hung from the wall, ceiling, and all around you, giving this whole space a very chaotic, cluttered sort of energy to it. However, there's nobody behind the counter at the moment, and you do see just 2 large, heavy-looking curtains on the back wall.
Definitely seems like this is the general store for the
Is there a bell or something? Do we?
You do not see a
knock on
bell.
the frame?
Can I know if there's any magic stuff in the store?
You and your party members light up like crazy in terms of the amount of magical items on you. You do see that there appear to be magical items of some sorts in a case under the counter, though it's not visible to you.
Smells like they got a few kind of behind the counter goodies. Smells like magic.
You just stand in there.
Kiss does standard greetings, I should say, back in that house.
You just shouting out like, "Hi!"
Well, it's coming from her, but it probably sounds very out of place here.
I saw that earlier.
After a few moments after calling out, you see the head only of a younger-looking half-elf woman with a very kind of round face and a smattering of freckles across the bridge of her nose and cheeks. And she just pops her head out between the curtains and just kind of gives you an eye real quick. And the curtains appear to obscure an entrance into the rest of the room. She's got very short-cropped, muddy brown hair, with this very soft brown eyes and darker olive-toned skin. It looks a little bit frazzled as her eyes quickly dart and go, "Hey, give me like 2 minutes. Store's technically closed, but I forgot to lock up. I'm not wearing pants. I did not need to share that. 1 moment." And she just dips behind, and you quickly hear just a clattering sound of like breaking pottery. Later.
Yes.
What
Great
just
joke.
happened? What the fuck are we doing?
You're at the store.
We are waiting for the
Fuck.
patron to get dressed. I guess just look around while we not stare awkwardly at the doorframe.
Yep. A short while later, the curtain flies open before you, and you see Gemma, the same half-elven woman. She's maybe about 5'6" not on the taller side, but for more average height, with a very slight and lithe build. She's wearing very loose-fitting blouse where she's cut the sleeves off and it's almost split down the whole side, and what could best be described as a cut baggy sports tank top in modern terms, with a pair of heavily worn or pocket-covered work pants that appear to have been made for a man originally and are having been held up from a belt to her slight frame. She's also barefoot at the moment. So, hi. You're new. You're all are. Okay. Well, welcome. Do you know what you're looking for?
Hey, you have pants on.
She says with just an immense amount of bubbly energy and this big warm smile.
My friends are looking for silk. I think
Traveling,
red
aren't
silk?
You're traveling, I'm guessing?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. Okay, let me see what I've got. Anything else you'll need?
Why are we looking for silk?
Do I need water, Exile?
I'm gonna make you buy it.
Additional and things and some basic provision.
Skins? Got it. You're probably gonna, if you are traveling, you're going with Art, I imagine? Not Art, fucking, that's the name of the guy at the Silver Shiner. You're going with Ink, I imagine?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. He's gonna make you buy the shit. I know what to do. There's 8 of you. 7 bolts of sandal silk, and we're gonna add that up. That will be 203 gold, 1 silver, 5 copper.
Silk is
Yes,
expensive.
like so the group.
Split that by 8.
It'll be 7 because I'm at the back fee. Remember?
Oh,
You're paying
yeah.
for the water skins and the other stuff, the ponchos and the rain flies.
Split by 8.
It is fair.
Yeah. She quickly goes and just like literally just like climbs up a shelf and grabs these large bolts of red silk you see just like on top of one of the cabinets and just tosses them back down onto the counter, bringing out a total of 7. She goes into another or like little cabinet area and just kind of reaches behind him, pulls out a bunch of what look to be fairly heavy looking oilcloth ponchos that will help keep you dry, plops those on the table, brings out these similar ones, but they're built to go over a backpack. They got like a drawstring, and a whole bunch of war skins. You're gonna need to get those filled. There's a pump on main just 2 blocks down that way. Go. And as she kind of surveys the group, she like her eyes like linger on Lotus, and she's like looking at you like, you got smoke leaf in your hair.
Ooh, smoke leaf.
I think it is her hair.
Well, no,
Wait,
no,
who?
there's lovely
You.
green hair there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you want smoke leaf?
Sure.
Oh no.
No.
That's not
Yay.
fair.
I got mushrooms.
Oh, what's the harm?
I'll take those.
Stop offering her drugs.
You do know this
They're
is
not illegal.
Exile. Before
You
we
guys are
continue,
mean.
hey, stop. Before we
I'll
continue
buy
down
some.
that path, how much was it? The total.
That will be 213 gold, 1 silver, and 5 copper for the lot of you.
So 214 gold, rounded up.
90% of that is the silk, if you can, as you can probably imagine.
Per person?
my 6.
No, it's total.
Just
Oh.
take it out of my inventory.
That is true. She does have the party inventory worth of gold.
I'll get the smoke leaf taken later.
Yeah, just take it out of
30 gold a
Lotus's. Just take it out of Lotus's thing because she has does have the party gold for a lot of stuff.
That's true. Yeah, fuck
It makes it easier.
Yeah.
Lotus is the proverbial, or the word that I can't pronounce right now, but I have the meaning in my head.
Proverbial.
Thank you. Proverbial mom.
Pervert veal.
Yeah, proverbial
We
mom.
haven't proved the pervert veal part yet.
Pervert
She's the
veal.
proverbial walking piggy bank.
Yeah, the mom.
Proverbial, yeah.
She's paying for all the kids to get Happy Meals.
And she kind of goes behind the counter and pulls out this large jar full of smoke leaf buds.
Yay, I'm the sugar mama.
So I can add this in. How much would you like?
Ugh.
I
All
don't
of
have
it.
an item for this. I'll get it back.
Oh no, she didn't.
Wild grown
5 ounces, please.
or cultivated?
In my garden.
5 ounces?
Hell yeah.
Mm.
That'll
Not
last
5
me a
ounces.
couple
Sativa
of
or
I'll
indica?
tell you an ounce. She doesn't have that much.
Is it sativa or indica?
Indica, please.
She pulls out the other jar.
The other jar.
Marker colored. Got it. Let's see. For you
Costs
want
like a
whole
dime
ounce?
bag.
Okay,
Figure that one
okay.
out,
That is
you
gonna
young
be,
motherfuckers.
that's going to be about 45 gold for that.
Gulp.
That's
Hey,
a ripple.
If a gold is $1, if a
Back
gold
in
equals $1, that's a cheap ass fucking ounce.
Again, I'm not. Again, I'm trying to. D&D economy doesn't make sense. Don't worry about it.
No, yeah, it doesn't. The price of livestock makes no sense.
An ounce was $20 in the 80s. All right, the fucking inflation is real, homie.
The weed's gotten a lot better though, at least.
Yeah, the weed is made. Dude, I used to do it in the 90s when I was a
Don't
teenager.
date yourself.
The fucking weed is a lot better nowadays. You don't know what the fuck you were getting back then. It was just dry and old and
Yeah, just
Well, that's the.
it's very cute elven girl
That's
selling you
not
weed.
to have a
at
good
best.
supply of BC Kush.
My mom never thought that she'd see it. Like, actually legal in her life.
I never fucking thought I would either. This is like, I never imagined. I still feel like I'm doing something wrong when I go to a dispensary. I get nervous, like I'm gonna get fucking busted or something.
I only get nervous if I don't know what I want before I go, because then I gotta look through the fucking
I was,
catalog.
I was gonna say
You know what I do?
she has a medical
I
card.
literally just say I want an indica that'll fucking literally put me in the couch, and they'll just be like, "Here you go, try this," and I just go with it. I'm like,
Yeah, they
okay.
can do that. The dispensaries here are very good at that. So, but anyway, back to D&D. Is there anything else you might need? I have some potions here, I think, somewhere. Where was that? Oh, here. And she
Let
pulls
me
out
get
this-
some of your sativa in a pipe.
You too. Got it. How much you want?
Let me get an ounce.
Full ounce? That's going to be 50 for this stuff. It's a little hard to grow in this weather.
Where are the mushrooms?
Understood.
And I will make items for this later.
We
The
need pipes.
fucking-
Do we have pipes?
You
have bowls.
you should.
Well, I
You want
got
a
a
bowl?
few
I can get that. Here, she pulls out.
Oh, no.
She pulls out a box full of like 6 or 7 blown glass like smoking pipes. Take your pick. They're all a gold.
We need to get Lotus like
The prettiest one.
Oh,
That's for you to
I'd
decide.
much
Tell me
prefer-
what you find.
Do you have a wooden pipe? I'd much rather have wood. Look at
You would druid. A
She
druid
she
make
pops
wooden
a
pipe.
oh, fuck. What is the pipe called? It's like an apple.
Shire?
Pipe, like no, it's not.
Balmor's is looking
You
for a
want
Shire pipe.
pipe?
Yes, I want a Shire
Okay.
pipe.
1 second. She goes. She
Yeah, I
disappears
was
into the
just
back
thinking
room,
I
just like
want a
Fucking
bouncing
Gandalf
away.
cat.
pipe. I want a Gandalf pipe. I want like a
She
big old
comes out
wizard's looking
like
pipe.
a long like wooden box.
we need
You
to
know
get
what? We're,
Lotus like
we're,
a
we're the
druidic
party of
bomb.
Gandalf
No.
pipes. That's our name.
I know what I want. I want a peace pipe.
We got 3 of us now. Jesus.
I do
I'm
not
pretty sure
have
she
a
has
pipe
pink
like
glass.
Aww.
We have
She don't
glass
have
and
pink
wood.
glass. Well, no,
Pipes are
pink
made out of
glass.
wood.
Yeah.
Oh, peace pipe. Oh.
I can
I want a
probably.
peace pipe.
Like
I do in
Pe-
real life.
Whoa,
too.
peace pipes are different.
I fucking want a peace pipe. Like
I meant for
a fucking
ceremony.
real one.
Mhm.
And I celebrate every time.
We should get Lotus
Yeah.
like a nature bomb.
Nature bong. Did you just say?
Yeah.
I've seen some really cool ones on the websites that I want to get, and they're like these glass blown pipes, and they're covered
I'll
with like
make
little
sure my brother
leaves
sometime,
and
but, yeah.
mushrooms and vines, and they make them all cool. I'd love to have one of those.
Get one as your character.
Yeah, that's what I want.
You need to go to a bigger city. This is rural stuff. Rural. You're at the general store in backwoods Maine, basically. So like, what are you getting here? You got what you got. But she also does pull out
Backwoods, Louisiana. I like
yeah,
it.
and by the way, it's gonna
Lady
be a gold for
Lotus,
your pipe as well, my man.
Oh, yes. Yes, here.
Just
I just
take
tossed her
everything
another
out of-
3.
out of my inventory because I
So she
don't.
kind of looks at you like, "Are you flirting with me?"
Oh,
Well, I mean,
I was
It-
just about to
You
say
do.
the words.
He just
I'm
kinda leans
surprised
in
he's
at you
not
a little
hitting
bit.
on her.
well, I
Keep
mean,
it
you do
together,
have
we
a
have somewhere to
very
go.
nice figure.
She like reaches out and like taps your nose just once. You're cute, but I swing the other way. Now, hey, bro. Now your friend with the antlers. She leans in. It's like, whoa, just, wow.
She pooped you. That's adorable.
She's straight though, so admiring from a respectful
My heart.
distance. Otherwise, I'd be coming at her stronger than you're trying. Anyway,
I'm
not
potions.
crazy.
wild.
You just got turned down.
Eh, that is love. You cannot.
If I
pick
couldn't
who
make her,
was who.
she's literally this individual is literally based on one of my friends who was a lesbian. So like, I was.
No, you're good. But no, the heart wants what the heart wants.
Yeah.
Maybe in another life.
Perhaps. I mean, if you know any lady dragonborn, that's still on the fuck it list. So send them my way.
Do Dragonborn have cloacas or like vaginas?
Why are you?
They are
Oh,
mammals.
okay.
They are mammals.
They are. Dragonborns
They're
are
egg-laying
mammals.
mammals.
Fucking day, man.
Fuck.
We're not
Fucking-
kink. We are not kinku.
They are monotreme. They lay eggs, but they also are mammals.
What?
Stay on track.
Children,
Why
if you
didn't I
would
ask
gather
that?
yourselves.
What was
Ring
this
shift
about
for ultra quiet.
potions? What do you have?
Oh no, I totally said that in character.
Yeah, 1 second. And she pulls out what looks kind of like a wooden test tube rack, about half of which is full. Let's see. Those 3 are healing potions. I don't know what the pink one is. This one's a potion of greater healing, and that's a potion of visibility, I think.
She just looks at the potion that she doesn't know, and it just does this.
It is a filter of love.
What?
I don't need that.
Oh, a dangerous one.
Are you sure, buddy? Are you sure?
Okay.
I don't. There have been quite a few tavern girl hearts that are broken. But thank you for the consideration.
I'll take the healing potions.
So yeah, there are
Regular.
three standard potions of healing and one potion of greater healing, as well as a potion of invisibility besides that.
I'll take all 4.
All
Are
4.
The items emitting the magic?
Does that mean female dragonborns have titties?
Yes.
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 So, yeah.
I
so,
do like to think that these are the questions she's asking in character.
So
That's why I'm responding in character.
I am in
These
character.
days are slightly
You hear me
clueless.
say that,
so-
and I'm in the corner pondering.
415 gold.
Me and the
How much platinum?
me and the
is that?
Moles just look like yes.
41 platinum, 5
The
gold.
thoughts just come out.
Okay.
I still like the Medusa comment.
I'll
Yeah, I said that to another server. I sent that to a friend server. They're all talking it over.
They're debating. I started a whole ass debate.
Wait, what's the Medusa question?
Look
Just
under
go
funny
into-
stuff.
Go into yeah.
All right, Exile. I
Yeah,
took
1
the-
second. I'm getting you the potions.
Did you hear my question, Exile?
I'd
What
like
was
to
your
hear
question?
War's thoughts on it.
Were those potions the magic items under the counter?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Well, what the fuck?
Potion of greater healing.
This is what we're talking about.
You need to become numb to it. These questions, don't surprise me at all.
My wife. Yes, she is. My wife is
I'm
very-
I'm gonna say no.
And my friends in real life are shocked when I say the most outlandish shit. You people are why?
Also, yeah, the answer would be no because she'd have none anyways.
Huh?
It
Well,
depends
you
on
know,
which lore of the Gorgons you want to go with, but I'm gonna
If you're
say
going
no.
if you're going by the official Bullseye quote, it would be none because it is entirely the body of a snake of that down path.
Refocusing, please.
Yeah, gonna.
Is there anything else I can get you?
A
Not to be
bandage for
offended if
my
you say
wounded
no.
heart.
I'm honestly gonna need a lot more than just the bandage for that one.
Right there, son.
Oh, but they're not always this spunky. Most of them are very. I think the word that one of the ladies like to say was demure.
Oh, you're talking about full elves.
Yes, I
Half elf.
It's a
She
curse.
says, kind of gesturing herself like
it's a curse.
Shrugs.
I know.
they're usually full of themselves. My mom was a lovely woman though. But
We need to hang out one day.
absolutely. Come back here. I'm happy to. You guys seem like cool people. We don't get a lot of visitors and it gets boring.
Well, if our paths cross again, the tavern crawl is on me.
Take me somewhere else and I will join you. There's only one tavern here.
should
We have a
totally
boat.
Take your party in with us.
We do have a boat.
That's dope.
We'll get back to that. For now, I do have some
Really,
commitments.
really,
after all
War?
this.
We have a boat.
We
You're
have a
trying to pick
boat.
her up and take her on your away on your boat.
You said someplace else. She seems like fun. Belgors is generally having a good moment.
You would have a bender with this girl.
May I remind you
Besides-
that's how we got into this situation in the first place?
Don't you all know? Lesbians are the best wingmen.
They are. I can testify. They are.
Anyways, let us.
Continue.
Now that we have what we need, let's go.
Alrighty.
We'll
She
meet
also
up-
sells a ghillie suit. Just pointing that out there. You see it on the wall.
Why? Why?
Wait,
You had to say that.
Why?
I just have a ghillie
Why?
suit.
You guys
Why?
were not asking what's in the shop. You're all looking at the chick on the counter, but you're not paying attention
No,
to the room full
I'm-
of magic items.
There
Just
isn't
saying.
any magic items.
You know,
The
this
only
is starting
magic
to
items
sound
were the
like
potions.
an interesting song by Looking Glass.
As Garage is getting ready to leave, he notices it. How much for that?
That it's not quite finished yet, so that's just going to be 10 gold.
Does
It is
the
a lot of
girl's
work
name
to make,
happen
though.
to be Brandy?
Her name is Gemma. Gemma.
Wait, what?
So I'm
Gemma.
assuming it's just the webbing. He has to put the rest of the camouflage in.
It's partially completed.
Part.
The rest of the full camouflage has not been out, but a lot of dried things that will last long term for the ghillie suit are included.
So it's a basic ghillie, but like
Yes.
it doesn't have the okay, yeah.
It's a ghillie cloak.
Yeah, and when you put it on and you're in the right vegetation, it gives you a good advantage on stealth. So
You
with a
said
G,
10 gold?
with a G.
Yay! He gets a cloak now. You can join the cloak group.
Do I have a cloak?
I'll hand her 2 platinum.
Whoa!
That,
No,
Oh
it's-
no, that's
20 gold. That's the right amount. Like
You know
yeah,
she's not gonna fuck you, right?
I'm not trying to.
What are you
That
trying to
she-
say,
she-
Wyatt?
she
No,
has straight
that-
up come out and said she's attracted to Lotus and said nothing else
Yeah.
for the others. So
Yeah, no. That is literally just because that is something that is hard to come by. A properly made ghillie is almost impossible to come by.
especially since it's not a normal item for 5e, but I found it when I was making the shop.
nice.
Please and thank you.
And fits
We'll
with the
get to that.
environment.
I don't have
Good
it.
job.
I don't have his
Kudos.
comparison item. I'm making a note. Again, it will be ready for next session. You shouldn't need it this session. All right, so we've got. Hang on.
Yes, but that.
Let me just write this down. So War, you got 1 ounce sativa.
Mm-hmm. And
Lotus.
a Shire pipe.
Lotus has
5 ounces.
1 ounce.
Aw.
1 ounce in the.
And then when you got a moment, message me what your pipe looks like.
Okay.
And
I can probably find a picture online,
I was
actually.
gonna say, just find a picture and
I
send
can-
it.
I'll
yeah,
find a
and
picture
just
of
send me
it.
a picture and I'll put it in as the item. Okay.
I bought an O too.
What'd you buy?
An ounce of that sativa.
Why do you
are
guys want
selling 9 ounce.
weed?
Hell yeah, party
Huh?
on the boat.
Sativa's
You know,
like
Zero smokes
weed.
smoke leaf because he's mentioned it at least once, but that's all.
Sativa's for like going and working out.
Not
These are
necessarily.
pretty-
Indica's for like, yeah, this is.
It
fucking
depends.
mean-
bad.
They're all different.
Think about
Why did we spend
Balgoris.
this much time
He
discussing
probably
strings
doesn't want
tonight?
something to completely mellow him out.
Oh, I just found the coolest.
Bro will eat somebody.
Pipe. Check the pipe out.
Bitch, I eat people.
that would actually work great for you.
It's fucking rad.
I'm waiting
isn't it?
for the moment to use that line. Let's not spoil it.
Huh?
The bitch I eat people.
I'm not.
Oh.
Surprised.
Bitch, I eat people.
I'm
Yeah.
not surprised. You're
Yeah,
working
if you
on that.
wait, if you can just DM me the picture
I will.
No
or just a
tool.
link to it, I'll take care of the image itself.
I'm still working on the
that's a
Alucard
dragon
entrance and
one.
Balgoris version.
Hmm?
I was a chick in the 40s.
There's a devil one.
My boss is a woman. I was a chick in the 40s, and no one
I
on earth can
I
comprehend
hate
my
everyone
sexual preference.
equally.
Yes.
And
I'm
no
not
one
racist,
alive
I'm
can
a bigot.
comprehend
And
my sexual preference. Or, in other words, Miss Fanny.
Noodle.
Check your privilege.
So,
That's my
Anyway.
favorite anime in the entire universe.
it's great.
It's very well made. All right, so we purchased at the shop. Anything else?
Is there anything else that you need? Standard D&D item shop.
mean-
They've got everything, more or
I
less.
was gonna say.
I don't
yeah,
think
what-
They-
I need
else?
anything, but I'll take recommendations.
Where
We do have 10 days of rations and kits.
Maybe anti-venom, because I can only... Well, actually, no. Do we have anybody who has cure poison? Since we're going into the jungle. That might be something we need.
You have protection and poison and disease as a paladin.
Well, I do, but...
I have a
And I
question.
can cure it off of people.
Rox, you have a
as well.
question?
Do you guys? Does this store have little figurines?
It's a
Uh,
general goods store. It's more necessary things and whatever else Gemma cooks
Do
up.
they have
It's not
tchotchkes?
necessarily tchotchke. It's not a souvenir shop, guys.
Where is the
He's-
souvenir
he's looking-
shop?
He's looking to expand his collection.
It's not Disney. You got to go to a bigger city to find the ride, and what you'll
Not
find a souvenir
Disney.
shop when you leave the ride.
Okay, fair enough. Then I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. After we've run through the jungle.
Noodle.
You're trying to figure out the other figurine that you got.
I want more figurines.
So
in my
after the
collection.
Jurassic Park ride, we get the gift shop. Got
No,
it.
there's a
Yes.
souvenir. There's a souvenir shop on the other side of the
Wait,
jungle.
Exile. Are we walking into a Jurassic Park right now? Hold on.
Maybe.
You don't know yet.
We just know it's a jungle.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
You all depart and find yourself wandering back to the tavern. It's only been about 20 minutes. Ink on Skin has not returned yet. So,
Who said he was going to take care of the boarding? We're gonna be true. Yeah. There's a thing he's asked. Water skins, silks.
Our
Plus-
mounts. We have to handle that.
He's
Yeah,
They
so
look-
we're going
care
to
of the
tame
mount.
those, apparently.
Yes. He's
I wasn't
finding
really
us-
good at mounted combat.
Oh boy. This is going to be interesting, depending on what it is we need to
I am
tame.
not a mount for anyone.
You know, I've never ridden a giant tiger before.
I
I don't think it'll let you. The thing was very angry.
I think it was more protecting. I think it's
It can
more.
be very difficult.
Icarus, do you think you could keep up with the mounts? I'll take that as a yes.
Icarus kind of
Let's
gives you
say
a
you
look of
insultingly.
a look of complete lack of understanding.
Boing.
He understands basic commands. He doesn't
Just like
communicate.
he doesn't know what he gives you you get the impression that he has no idea what you're trying to compare him to, so he has no idea what the answer would be.
Have you seen a horse?
You get the impression he says yes. Kind of gives you like a
Can you keep up with a horse?
kind of shakes his head side to side, but like maybe kind of.
I can turn into a horse.
Yeah,
I do remember
We
pointing
won't
out that
leave you,
horses are
buddy.
prey.
Don't worry. We won't leave you.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
That one.
Yep. You all go into the tavern basically, grab a snack or something if you want to, but otherwise.
Amazing Mr.
Yep, we wait.
Yep. Another half hour passes. You just kind of linger. Townsfolk going by always like they don't stop and stare, but they all kind of look at you.
Just does do a little walk around the village.
Okay. You are able to walk around without people giving you too much attention. While your patterning doesn't match. Hey, do I still have everyone? Because the screen just went black.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
Yep.
Not my screen, the video screen. I don't know who.
that was wrong. That was Goku.
Goku's just disappeared, but it's still face scanning. So got it.
Mhm.
They don't seem to give you too much attention, and you're able to wander around. But that is very cute. I will add that as the thing. I am looking at it, Lotus. It is very cute.
I fucking want it.
you should have Ghost buy it for you.
Okay, Rox, that's fine. Anyway, after about another half hour, as you make your rounds back to town, back to meeting up with them, you see the large tiger well before Ink on Skin, who's actually sitting astride it, and you notice that the tiger itself has a saddle of sort rigged up to it. Not like a horse's saddle though. It is not so much padding focused, but like actually you more or less strap yourself to the animal is kind of how it looks. But Ink is able to get off of it and quickly jump down with feline agility. Right. Very well. It seems you have gotten the silk at least. I've got the saddle. I have the saddles arranged, so it will be time to get going now. We've got a bit of a hike. I'll do my best to make sure we can move at a steady pace here, but it is going to be rough going, especially for those of you not used to our weather. Best of luck. Come on. And he starts. Izan, wait for it. Izan, you know the quick way. And Izan just goes bounding off, and he starts just walking.
Curious
Off
for.
we go.
Yep.
He
The party
also
follows in behind.
he like was trying to stripping off some of the there's armor. That's okay.
I'm going on an adventure.
I will stay at the back of the group.
Okay.
I
So I
will
want
be
to point out, for the
middle.
sake of rangers, he is also a ranger with favored terrain of jungle. However, that only means that you can move at full speed despite the difficult terrain. It does not mean that you can avoid the difficulties. So we're going to have a skill challenge here in a little bit. So
Mhm.
for the next hour, you follow Incon's skin as he deftly traverses a rough and badly overgrown jungle trail at a rapid pace, shouting out quick warnings to you like rock, snake, shit, hole, not a snake, bigger rock. For those, for most of you though, this is an
That's
arduous
a
march.
space penis.
Yep, penis. Um, for most of you, this is an arduous march. Not only are you struggling to keep up with the pace, you're also constantly being hit in the face with branches and leaves, crawled on by spiders and other wildlife, and struggling in the high heat and full humidity of the rainforest. It actually starts to rain several times throughout your journey, stopping and periodically starting again. Rocks, Torin, and Algoris, despite your boots, Rocks, that makes you quiet, but you're having a particularly rough go of it as your heavy armor weighs you down, causing you to sink into the soft ground with each step, while also restricting your mobility as you have to contort yourself in odd ways to avoid filling your boots completely with mud. For Garish, on the other hand, this is a walk in the park. It's a bit more wet and boggy than it's a bit more boggy than the woods back home, but ultimately it's the same obstacles you're used to. I need everybody except for Garish to make a constitution check for me. Belgoris, Torin, and Rox, you are at disadvantage. Lotus, your nature as a druid means that while this is a struggle, it is still pretty... The wildlife is at least respecting you, so you have advantage.
I mean, if you'd let me RP turn into another animal or wild shape, I would just be a cat or something.
You have to carry your other cat friend. Well, the ocelot is bounding along beside you. Oh boy.
What kind of... Wait, where?
Just
What roll?
Advantage,
no.
constitution
I'm
check,
keeping that.
not saving
Oh
throw.
no, that's Icarus. Never mind.
I'm trying to find it because I can't.
Wrong
Fucking
person.
see this tiny writing.
Right, you're all rolled
That's,
saves.
that's
fine.
lovely.
I'll
I
take
got a
it.
20, but because it's disadvantage, nice.
Which one?
saving.
Cool.
I'm assuming I don't get anything
Advantage.
for being an outlander.
Yeah, I was asking for an ability check, but if you want to do a saving throw, I won't stop you. Just because you're likely going to go lower bonus.
I thought it was supposed to be a saving throw.
I said
Oh,
check.
well, I fucking did what he
my
said.
bad. Oh, she got a 21. She's fine.
You get a 19.
Very well. So
Blackjack.
everybody except for Turbius and Lotus fails. So I need everyone who failed, so everyone except for Turbius and Lotus, to roll a d6 for me.
No, I thought I had higher number.
Oh.
If you roll the same number as someone else, you
Oh,
got to roll
alright.
again. So Sebastian, roll again.
I gotta get those low rolls eventually.
There you go. We got 6 filled out.
Balgoris keeps sinking into the mud and getting stuck.
Yep.
Stop being
we're
so
still waiting
fat.
on.
It's the plate armor.
It's the fact you weigh
Icarus does
300
not need to
fucking
make the
pounds.
save. He's an animal. He's okay.
Exile, I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I also be looking for small game?
Yes. Yes, you may. You can make a survival
Cool.
check while we do it. While we're doing this, we'll have to get back to you at the end.
No, that's
What's
an
happening?
outlander thing.
Can you message me over the specific part? I don't have enough time to look at it at the moment, but I will in a little bit. All right. So, did anybody else fail that we haven't checked? I feel like we're missing a party member here.
Yeah, I still don't really know what's going on because I've been pulled away for a moment.
Okay, you're good. Can you
Constitution
please
check.
roll a d? Can you please roll a d6 for me? And then, no, better yet, there's only 2 choices. Choose a number, 2 or 5.
I guess I'll just go with 5.
Very well. Okay, Balgoris.
Mm-hmm.
As you're walking along, you're having a fairly rough go of it, as I said. Stumbling your way through all of the different vegetation. It's not so much a trail. You're almost forging your own path along this narrow game trail, which has been heavily flooded out. As I don't know who. As Turbius is walking in front of you, however, he bends a branch back, and you're not quite. You don't pay quite enough attention to avoid it as it snaps back against you. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and you stumble.
Bitch.
Honey,
What?
You catch yourself in a tree, grabbing onto a thick vine
I
as you
wanna go to
steady
bed.
yourself. However, very quickly you feel the vine move.
That's not a vine.
And you look over to see the very angry face of a green tree viper looking right back at you.
Danger noodle.
And
Now, I know what you're thinking.
it strikes
And
at you immediately. And that is a 23 to hit.
What?
Son of a fucking gun.
Is this the snake that
Natural
has really
18 plus
crazy
5.
teeth?
No. So you take, hang on. You took that first 3 points of damage, right?
Yeah. Alright, I didn't do it, but yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, well, make it 10 because you just took 7 points of poison damage.
If he is
that also means
resistant
you make
to.
a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, so you take 3 more points of poison damage.
Bad
total
danger
6.
noodle. Just like eat its blood or something. What the fuck? Don't be a
So
pussy.
make me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Just grab it and eat it.
Yeah, grab it and suck it.
Because you're not immune to the poison condition, right?
It's a
No.
Gogurt. Grab
I don't
him and
think
suck
so.
him like a
No,
Gogurt.
you're only immune to
Gogurt.
disease, so yeah, 'cause
Let,
you're
let,
only
let me
Constitution.
see. I might be.
I don't know
You're
how I
not, I
feel
just
One
about
checked.
second.
that.
First
Okay.
page.
Lucky for us.
So yeah,
Oh,
make
is
me
he
a
not-
Constitution saving throw, please.
Are you a paladin?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought he was immune to poison being a paladin. I
Not
think
high
level
enough level
5.
yet.
Oh, was it not 5?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
He's not level 5 paladin.
Oh.
I am not.
He's level 3 paladin.
Oh. Yeah, it
Right.
requires.
You succeed on your save, so you are not poisoned. However, as you quickly recoil your hand, the snake slithers up the tree, just getting away from you.
Oh no, I'm grabbing that motherfucker.
Okay, make me since
Athletics.
it's not so much a strength check as it is trying to grab it, I'm gonna make it a dex check. Trying to catch this nimble thing more so than you're plenty strong enough to hold it.
Damn it.
I'm gonna make it contested. I've got the venomous snake. It wins. Yeah, you reach out for it, but you're in the time it took you to recover from the fact you just got bitten by a snake. It has just unfortunately gotten too far out of your grasp, and you just look up with annoyance as it just climbs up to a higher branch and resettles itself up there.
Brah, your Gogurt got away.
Bruh.
Brah.
His Gogurt.
Brah.
Brah.
As y'all look back at Balgoris, you just see like lightning cackling in his maw. He's like, I hate this jungle.
I did tell you to take off your armor.
Well, yeah, how does the snake bite him? He's wearing armor.
It bit him in the.
It bit his arm.
It rolled an attack and got a 23. That's how.
It found one of the
that's why.
seams. It found a seam.
It found a gap. Just how it is.
That is expensive armor. It should not have no gaps.
Look, his AC is
It has
20.
to.
It's ridiculous, but
Not that big.
Not to mention, I think its teeth, I guess, are stronger than dragon scale.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
look, guys, it's an animal.
That's a good aim.
It's a
Yeah.
D&D. It hit. I didn't
It
even
happened.
it's just as
He
venom.
got
it's
him
just
on his
really called
unprotected
poisonous snake.
wrist. How about that?
Sebastian, so you were next
He's
on
got
the
his gloves off.
You're making your way along, and you're having a little bit of an easier time. Your armor isn't quite so heavy as the others, which is helpful. However, as you go to make a jump from one exposed rock to another in an attempt to get across a flooded section, you feel your legs fail you as your left ankle twists awkwardly around and your right foot slips off the algae-covered rock. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh,
Crazy.
you're hurting the old man. Oh dear.
Well, yes, of course. It's easy.
Now that is going to be
Elder abuse.
so. You take
This is abuse of the elderly.
1 point of sprained ankle damage, whatever that would be, and you fall directly into the about foot-deep puddle in the middle of the road, on your left side down, nearly submerging into this mud-covered water. And as you right yourself,
Ew.
your entire body is now covered head to toe in mud.
Now you're invisible to
It's
predators.
just- Oh. Not the worst I've been in.
Hopefully
At
not.
least
Yeah.
you weren't bit like a fucking
I'm
viper.
going to use the
Delish.
alchemy jug, and I'm going to have it produce 8 gallons of fresh water and use it to wash off the
You
mud off my
watch as
armor.
he just produces a jug from his bag and just starts pouring water on himself. And there's a remarkable amount of water in this jug.
8 gallons of water
Hey,
for
can
some reason.
I get some drinkable water, please?
It would take you less than
Sure.
8 gallons to clean off, so yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
I could thunder wave you. That would clean you for sure.
It just so the way it works is that it just has
That would
8
be
gallons now
overuse.
until the next dawn.
It would clean the muscles clean off of his
It's
body.
now it's just now stuck as 8 gallons of fresh water, and I use I will say like
A
2
gallon.
gallons maybe.
You probably use 2 to 3 to hose yourself
Yeah.
off. To be fair, you are completely soaked in mud, so you might even need all like 7, but it's a process. But you're able to do it, and you realize you've fallen behind the group and have to rush to catch up.
No, or
Don't worry, I'll just
Garage.
appear next to them.
Garage doesn't let anyone like any of the group fall too far behind. He stays with them. Like this is the jungle. He knows better. Even the old man, he's
The
like,
trees are
no.
speaking
Porky
Vietnamese.
scratch.
I know.
As you struggle to match the pace of the nimble cat and half-orc leading and trailing your party, you find yourself forced to try and take shortcuts, darting between trees and crawling, sometimes on your stomach, to try and bypass the thick vegetation. It is during one such moment of crawling that you misjudge the plant you are moving under. Rather than ordinary shrub, you quickly discover, too late however, that it is filled with 6-inch long thorns, and as you're on the ground, your tail quickly becomes impaled on several of them. As you struggle,
Good.
get you
Uh,
in the back, a couple more in the ass, and it's just a mess. You are considered grappled by this plant, and you take 7 points of piercing damage. And you are stuck under this plant.
Exil's trying to kill us with the environment.
I go up to him.
The old
and,
man's gonna get hurt the least.
You
Damn.
have, you
Oh yeah, I gotta do after my thing.
yeah.
I forgot I had jungle ambiance.
Jesus. After
that's
is this all going on at the same time, or is it just a progressive thing?
This is progressive. These are happening in sequence.
Okay,
It's not all
so-
simultaneous. Everyone
Sure.
didn't have a bad moment simultaneously.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could like get him free.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, either he.
Dara, she's hearing your head. I could use assistance, please.
Yeah.
I'll go over to him and take my short sword and
Yeah, you struggle to find her for a second, but quickly notice just the feet sticking out and a little bit of blood.
Why did you go that way?
They will put faster than this. The following the trail. Ow.
Is this a jungle with
Careful.
canopy? Like a typical
Yes,
canopy?
there's a full canopy. This is a full
Oh,
rainforest.
fuck the ground. I'm jumping through the canopy. See y'all.
What are you doing for that?
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't know where you're going.
I'm not
You
nimble
can't
enough,
do
but
that.
I am quite adept at survival.
I'm swinging through the trees. Fuck.
You don't know where you're going.
I can follow. You can follow behind you on the ground.
Yo, with the female Tarzan.
Are you making climbing checks? Are you doing this?
Do I have to?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do something.
What do I?
You
roll
would have
for
to
it?
be making some acrobatics checks for me.
Oh dear.
How many?
Every time you wanted to move, essentially.
Oh,
At
fuck.
least one. At least one to start.
I have +2 to acrobatics. Does that mean I roll with an advantage or normal?
You just roll normal.
Normal.
That's enough. Yeah, you're able to climb up some vines, and as you get into the mid canopy, it isn't that hard to move tree to tree, branch to branch. Bit of swinging, bit of jumping, bit of near misses, but you're able to keep pace with the group for now.
Oh.
You all look up and just see Lotus jumping along.
Let me know if you see that green viper. We have a
I'm a kitty cat.
Next on the list. Roxby. Trudging through this jungle begins to take a heavy toll on you. You find yourself constantly reaching for your water skin, and to your horror, it is empty far too soon, as is the next one, and the next one. You're out of water. You continue pushing yourself to keep up with the group, but the exertion combined with dehydration causes you to take a point of exhaustion.
It's a rainforest. When's it gonna rain for its 2 hours that it rains a day? Just get it then.
He didn't want
We
to
also have
ask
the
any
jug.
of us for water.
Torin.
Yeah, Sebastian looks behind him and notices Roxby gasping for water and notices the skins being empty.
Yeah, it's not so much fully out of water. It's also the just the effort of a person from the far north trudging through the jungle
Yeah,
We're
you're
kidding.
getting
It's
cold.
overheating.
in chainmail.
Young man, you look a little tired.
You can say that again.
How big
Yeah,
is
oh,
Rock's?
He's
Rock's
Yeah,
brain?
Roxby, how tall are you again? He's
Too
6'2".
many.
Really?
Yeah.
He's also the youngest member of the party.
Sebastian is
No.
looking. Actually, well, we don't want to Sebastian's
He's
height.
only
We just
slightly
said he
bigger
was
than me.
5'11", but
Yeah,
Sebastian
the answer
pulled
is
out.
was 5'11". Sebastian, you're currently about 5'8".
Yeah, that's all right. Sebastian
you're-
pulls out the jug from
Wait, how did he get
pack
taller?
and says, "Here you go,
He
kiddo.
got
There
shorter.
should still be
He's
He's
there
old.
should still be a
He's very
decent amount
old.
of water in here."
Old people shrink, you know that.
Good appreciate.
Mhm.
Good appreciate.
Oh, I thought you said that he used to be 5'7", now he's 5'8". That
No, he used
No,
to be
he
5'11",
was
now he's 5'8".
5'11".
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't read.
Torin. As you're trying to regain your footing on a bit of uneven ground, you find that you have to step off the trail slightly and find that your right foot sinks suddenly more than a foot into the ground. You look down quickly and, to your horror, you see that you have fallen into a large anthill, and thousands of small red ants are now scrambling up your leg, attacking the intruder to
God.
their nest.
Oh no, I've
Oh,
had that
no.
happen before.
Oh,
That is
no.
oh no, no,
As you
No.
linger,
no,
you feel the
no.
first of what soon becomes hundreds of stings as the ants worm their way through your clothing and gaps in your armor and attack your leg, while the horde continues to crawl up towards your hips.
Are you sure you don't want fireball yet?
I use my breath weapon on the fucking thing.
Okay, yeah, okay. You immediately
Just
you're
immediately.
doing this on yourself
fire
as well. I
breath.
want to clarify.
Kill it
Yep,
with
that's
fire.
All right, roll damage on the breath weapon because we need to see how much you take. You don't need to roll to hit. It's not hard to hit yourself.
No, that's the saving throw for me.
This is saving
On my
throw?
breath, yeah, for my breath
Yes.
weapon, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're also resistant to fire, so you're going to take a quarter damage. So you're going
The
to take
ants are
2
trying to
points
have
of
a
damage.
steak.
I can even apply that to you. Because...
That's 3d6, brother. You're higher level.
Oh, I forgot to upgrade. Roll an extra
Oh,
d6
shit.
while I do that. I probably forgot to do that for yours as well.
You probably did that for everybody. Don't lie.
Well, only 2 of them have breath weapons.
Oh, he's still fine.
Yeah, so it's still going to be 2 points of damage.
I can use my breath to.
Don't you round up?
Round down.
No, you round down.
Everything in D&D is
Okay.
round down. Unless it specifically states otherwise, it's always round down. Let me get-
Did I light the ground on fire?
Yeah, and you certainly singed the fuck off of that. However, you are still bitten by the ants. Can you please make me a Constitution saving throw?
Another one.
Yeah, give me 2
And
seconds.
another one.
Another one.
Where is your breath
Another
weapon? Breath
one.
weapon blue. There it is.
If you go to the virtual tabletop, you can just hear the
Hey.
ambient for the jungle and not
Yep.
the ship.
Ouch.
Just deselect your character. Here, yeah, we can go to virtual tabletop. That's probably a better place to be running this anyway. All right.
Wait, where were we running in?
Unfortunately, that is a failure.
Oh.
You take 7 points of poison damage from the very many stings. And you feel your eyes begin to water as your entire body begins to swell, and this ticklish feeling in your throat gives way to a burning pain as your airway begins to constrict. You are having a severe allergic reaction, and while you can still breathe, it is painful. Almost as painful as the hundreds of stings which, too, are beginning to throb across your body.
When I notice this, I drink my antitoxin.
Do anyone have an EpiPen?
While that will reduce the duration, that will not stop the fact that an allergic reaction has already been initiated, unfortunately.
Yes, I know.
That will reduce the duration, however.
EpiPens do not exist.
Do
Yeah,
his
so
face look like a
yours
pumpkin?
is mostly roleplay, but you are puffy. You are a
Yeah.
puffy dragonborn right now.
At least
my
I can
God.
breathe.
I wish
Anyone
there was
else
a
want to
picture
burn
of
this
that.
entire
I'd
jungle
love to
down?
see it.
The old man just
Oh,
accidentally,
dear.
just, hurt his foot a tiny bit. Damn.
Yeah, no, you could have even saved from that. No, it was they went in from. Look, okay, it took me a little while to come up with these. You missed the one where you walk straight into a large spider web and are bit in the face by a massive spider.
If you do that.
Lol.
I would have opted to fight a spider.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you.
I would have
loved
lightning breath the spider.
It comes at you, you just immediately open
I
your
will
mouth.
say, Torin, it would have been worse if you had not been able to find a good solution to getting them off of you.
I was
You had
saying,
the single worst one.
that would have been a terrible smell.
Yeah, all the formic acid boiling off. Yeah, it would have been great. Luckily, everything's
Oh.
wet, so nothing's like actively on fire anymore.
I meant
Is
the
it on fire? It could
I-
be more on fire.
I meant about the spider getting electro grilled.
You ever use those bug zapper tennis racket like things?
Yes, I used to
Yeah.
have those.
There's those that on a massive scale.
the ones
Yeah,
you get in
that's my
Australia.
point.
Yeah, it's just like a spider the size of your face.
Now we have bug assaults.
A literal
Yeah, those are
face
fun.
hugger. but a
Godzilla the fuck
spider.
out of them.
Yeah. At last, however, you reach the end of the trail, and the jungle parts ways, revealing an expansive grassy plain stretching for miles in each direction, with a thin green band of trees lining its outer edge. Out of the jungle proper, the heat hits you with full force, but as the humidity diminishes and the day is overcast, it actually feels a good few degrees cooler out here, bringing some quick relief to all of you, especially to Rox. Ahead of you, a small ways, you see Ink drop off his pack as Izan bounds up to him, having taken another route there, and bumps his massive head against his master like a happy puppy. All right, here we are. Time to get some beasties for you.
I want to burn this jungle down.
Oh, calm yourself.
You and everyone else in the party.
Well, what's life without a little adventure?
Yeah, you got so lucky. You got the easy one.
Hey,
I'm
Ranger.
the man, okay?
If you had made that save, you would have caught yourself with one arm and just side planked it above the water.
I like how it's the one time I didn't want to roll a 6 and I rolled a
I feel like I
fucking
deserve it. The first session I popped up, these fuckers
Roxby,
blew
the answer
up
to that would be an
Sebastian.
absolute and positive yes.
All right. Then in that case, I'm gonna take knowledge of what the heck is going on with Thorin's face. And go,
Yeah, he
holy
looks
fuck.
kind of still. He looks like you ever seen those pictures of a dog that ate a bee?
Oh god, man,
Yeah,
that doesn't
God,
look right at
yeah.
all. That doesn't look. Here, come here.
Poor puppy.
There we
want
go.
to
As I rest one hand on his cheek and go, man, what the fuck do you get yourself into?
I fell into an anthill.
Apparently, it's anthills.
Yeah, fire ants. Bigger ones.
You remember the
At least they
Indiana
weren't
Jones
bullet
movie with
ants.
the Crystal Skull?
Might as well have been.
The
That was a
Crystal
very
Skull
painful
Indiana Jones
bite.
movie. That's what I like pictured.
You feel as your throat starts to open a bit nicely. No more choking! Yay!
Horror story though, the Jack Black starring in the King Kong movie from 2003 in the Valley of the Bugs.
Nope, I don't
Yeah.
like watching that scene ever again.
Oh, yuck!
Nope.
The worms were the worst, actually.
Have you
The
guys
blood
looked
worms.
into the like? Sorry to go off thing, but have you guys looked into the lore of some of those fucking monsters? It's actually insane. From that
No, I
version of
haven't.
Skull Island, it's
I only looked
crazy.
into the lore of the big things that were fighting with Kong and
The
Kong.
funniest one for me from that is actually just the dude who's trying to escape, and you just see praying mantis arms just yoink. That's
Yep.
it.
I gotta head to my other D&D session.
All right.
Bye,
Take care, Nico.
Nico.
Bye.
That means someone else is going to have to try and tame one of these creatures for him. However, as you look closer at the surroundings, you realize you're actually currently standing just behind a small rise, and that as you walk up, the grassland beyond dips lower with a large clear water lake at its base. Surrounding the lake and scattered in the fields about it, you see dozens, no, probably closer to 100 or more large dark forms roaming about. Can I get a perception check from some people here?
Oh dear.
Can I do the know your enemy on them? Will that help at all?
You haven't observed them long enough for that yet.
Okay.
Counteracts. I'm
you
not
get
gonna
to
try
tame
a fucking
them,
roll.
Hey, Exile.
Yes.
Are they beasts?
Yes.
Cool. Perfect.
All right. I'm only gonna choose the highest roll, so you guys can stop rolling. We already got. A
Yeah, I can't see shit.
Oh.
it
I didn't
Lotus,
even
then.
I didn't even get to use my
makes sense
advantage.
because I'm up high.
Wait, what was that, Garish?
I said I didn't even get to use my advantage. Damn.
Fine, do it. You might get a better view.
Do it, bitch. Do it.
Let's see here.
Manchester,
Roll
no
is
balls.
gonna be a 7.
Just do it.
Because in my case, it would be a survival roll.
Yeah, it's advantage for perception. Yeah. 19. Your wife outperformed you today.
Haha. As usual.
Look here, you.
Lotus,
I
you
will-
focus your gaze on one of the closer creatures, and it is unlike anything you have ever seen. It's large, maybe 25 or up to 30 feet in length, and maybe 15 feet tall at the shoulder, with a barrel-shaped body and a stumpy tail that tapers off quickly. Its head is massive, topped with a large crest that flares out wide, protecting the comparatively thin neck. Its jaws end in a beak-like snout, while 3 horns adorn its face. 2 large ones near the middle of the head that curl outwards, and 1 smaller one like a rhino just beyond the beak. The animal is a
Oh.
mottled mix of brown and orange
fuck.
There's like
coloration.
some triceratopses out there.
Oh.
I'm not done yet. The
fuck.
animal is a mottled mix of brown and orange coloration, but the crest is vibrant, displaying a complex array of red, white, and black patterning. And you can only assume that means this particular individual is a male, since that's usually the kind of coloration seen on such creatures. The creature seems to have noticed you and turns to face your group, its small eyes watching you out of curiosity rather than anger.
And now I can turn into one, as per what you said earlier.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately they're CR5, so not yet.
Ah! You liar!
Yes, we call them Uhitzil
What?
3-horn lizards. I remember outsider called them triceratops once. Probably easier for you to say that word. This herd is familiar with me and some others. They do not fear us, but so they are less dangerous. Still wild though. Still strong enough to walk through brick wall, but not hostile. You'll need to tame them. We only need
I
4
would
for you.
imagine it would be like an African elephant. They're not gonna like attack you from like 100 yards away, but if you get too close, you'd probably piss them off.
These ones are socialized. They're used to people around. So they're still wild, but they're
is our best animal handler.
so. Let me finish my line real quick. We only need 4 for you. I will ride Izan, and the saddles I brought are doubled, so you will share. They are not particularly bright. Best to tame them in pairs that you will ride them on. And probably a good idea to pair with someone that looks at least a little close to you. Like green boys together, dragons together, horned ones together, pointing over at Lotus and Turbius.
That's
As you both-
racist.
You have
Nah.
antlers, he has horns. That matches.
It's actually
human-
I want a pretty one.
They are most used to cats and humans, so you two together, pointing at Quirky, Scratch, and Sebastian, probably have it easiest. You don't have to do it this way, but is safer. Oh, and this time of year, most females still have cub. Make sure to go for male or female without cub. They are very protective parents. Colorful heads are male. They are a bit more strong-headed, but they don't worry about the cubs, so little easier to get to focus. I have these for you. And you see as he opens up his bag, he reaches down and his arm just keeps on going all the way up to the shoulder. And he's like deep in this bag as he pulls out a burlap sack, like a 20-pound sack, and rips it open. And you see these large, like 2-inch by 1-inch green pellets made of compressed plant matter of some kind. They like this as treats. It will help to build trust. Also, like different plants, go crazy for ananas if you find any. Also, like hibiscus and birds of paradise. Flower, not bird. Although I've seen them eat eggs. Maybe the bird too. Who knows? Maybe fun to try.
Lotus, can't you just speak to them?
I could. Wait, do I have speak with? I think I have speak
I
with
have it.
animals.
You would.
You
well,
do
I'm
have
saying
it.
ready. I think I have it. Yeah, I have it ready.
So I need you all to split into pairs, and you'll be trying to tame these as pairs. Each group has to tame their own.
I want to go
Need
get a pretty one with pretty colors.
I was just gonna say, Lotus and Garrus could just go up there and fucking just talk to the herd and be like, "Hey, we need rides for a while."
The individual rider needs to bond with the animal.
I
Unfortunately,
mean, I'm gonna go talk to one. I don't know what y'all gonna do.
Yeah. Me.
All right,
Our-
Garrus.
both
Alright.
of them
friends.
There's a version. Come on.
Let's go.
Ah,
We'll find- Let's go find.
Then-
the
Sebastian, you read your book, right?
yes,
You remember the first entry?
yes.
Sir Nemonis, I'm not good with mounts.
This actually broke up in just the right way to where each
I got a
person
-1, so we'll see how this goes.
Wait, who am I paired with?
Really? You
You're-
don't? I thought you would have had
you're
higher
with,
animal handling.
No,
Lotus,
you're
what
thinking of
is your-
Garish.
You're trying
Huh?
to meet someone, aren't
You're
you?
with the Minotaur.
Where's
No,
Lotus on this
go.
tab?
Unfortunately,
isn't on
it's
this
a wisdom
Where's
check.
Lotus actually?
Hey, click.
Oh,
not?
I have a +2, so do you want me to take point on this?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, well,
What the hell is wrong with that?
let us try.
Just easier that way.
Who would like to
It's
go
not. It
first?
doesn't matter. I'll go
And
first.
Describe to me your method if you're using the treats, if you're going to look for some other treats, perhaps.
wanna
By
go
the way, ananas is pineapple for those who don't speak Spanish or 99.9% of other languages on the planet.
Wait, what?
Ananas is pineapple in basically every language except for English.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Neat. That's the safe word in every language. Interesting.
Not?
All right, who's
So
going
who-
first?
Yeah, who's going first?
I'll go first.
Notice.
I'm going first.
All right. Do you go into down to the herd or trying to find one of the solitary ones?
I'm gonna take some pellets with me, and I'm gonna use speak with animals because, and I'm gonna go and find the prettiest colored one.
That will be one
Prettiest
of the
real colors.
Yeah. So bypassing the one that you had initially observed, you see that one, in addition to the black, red, and white, also has these brilliant yellow colors on its frill, on its crest. And it seems to be somewhat separated from the group, though it is nearby what appear to be some of the younger ones.
I'm assuming it's male though, right?
It does have the coloration that would suggest male, but it is just currently babysitting, perhaps. Or at the very least, the kids are playing in its vicinity. They seem to be just running around and kind of playful like animals.
I guess I'll approach that one and then stop within 20 feet and speak to it.
It kind of pauses and looks at you, just kind of quizzically.
And then I ask if it, I give it some, or I throw some pellets towards it. And then I'm gonna do speak with animals, and
It,
I'm
it
gonna.
trundles up and tries to pick him off the ground.
Cute.
Then gets a little closer, walks to within about 5 feet of you. It just kind of looks at you expectedly, looking at the other pellets you have.
I'll give it some.
Okay, you're gonna hand feed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It actually surprisingly gently, like tilts its head and just pops them right out of your hand without hurting you. What are you saying to this creature?
Nose.
It doesn't seem to pull back.
I'm gonna ask its name, and I'm gonna introduce myself, and then I'm gonna ask if it would like to give us a ride and help us out for a little while.
Hold on. I gotta double check the intelligence of this creature. I believe it is, yes, 2.
Yeah.
You help me for a little while. Ooga
What
booga.
name?
Lotus.
What lotus?
Me.
It like leans in and sniffs you closely, and you hear one of the smaller ones kind of bounding up behind you. How long is your hair again?
I would say down to like her butt. The top of
You
her butt.
feel a ripping sensation, and your head is jerked back as one of the small ones takes a bite out of your leaf-filled green hair.
Not my hair.
Yeah, so I'm
gonna
not making
take my
damage,
hair.
but you are basically pulled to the ground by this, again, young but still like the size of a cow creature.
I'm gonna like get up and take my hair and wrap it around my antlers so it's up out
Yeah.
of the way.
There is a chunk missing right now.
Better fucking not be.
It's more or less centered, but it is a chunk.
Better not be no damn bald spot.
Not from. It's not been ripped out from your head. It's been bitten off by the shearing motion of the beak.
Okay, that's not really that bad. That's whatever.
Yeah, you can trim that out and make it look nice. It's unfortunate. The male just kind of trundles up to you. And I need, if that's your bid, I need you to make an animal handling check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Animal handling. Normal?
You're talking to it. I'll give you advantage. It seems to at least acknowledge you
I'm
properly.
gonna fucking fail. I know it because I don't want to. Oh, I didn't. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, you are able to. It's while it is a tedious conversation trying to explain it, you are eventually able to convince the animal that in return for following you along, remaining loyal, it will be well fed, and it's more or less content to go along with you. And you manage to lead it back to the group, and Ink begins to saddle it up alongside you and Turbius.
Yay, I got a pretty one.
Who is next?
A little bit of note about Triceratops. We now suspect they might be omnivores.
Again, he said he's seen it eat
There's
eggs.
a lot of animals that are omnivores that people
Even
didn't know
are
were previously
technically
omnivores.
You ever seen a horse eat a squirrel? I have.
Yep, I have. I was just gonna say.
I was
Or
eating a person,
birds,
I've seen videos.
cows eating birds, like shit, dude.
Exile.
Yeah.
Do these have little horns at the top of the flare or no?
These are Triceratops horribilis, so yes.
Oh,
They got the 3 horns.
I was thinking you had Diablo Ceratops.
No, these are actual trites.
Based off the description. Yeah.
No,
the
he said
color
3
is
horns.
unknown. I just had to get creative with it.
Diablos have 3 horns.
Diablos are small.
The whole genus has 3 horns. That's why the genus is Triceratops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're small, so they don't count.
These are the full-size ones. They're big. These are towering creatures.
I have to go pick up a friend. Got a little too drunk, unfortunately.
All right,
Mm,
I
yeah.
guess
You're
I'm
not
doing
the
these
one
checks on
rolling.
my own.
All right, how about you go next then?
Yeah, all right, let's do this.
This is hockey.
Yeah.
This is our last
Here.
scene. We're going to finish up this, and then we'll start on the journey tomorrow, so.
All right, Balgoris tries to find, looking at both of him and the Morris real quick, and be like, "We are going to need a big mount."
Oh,
We'll say the females and males seem to be similar in size. A lot of the females actually seem slightly larger than the males.
I was going to say that. Is there like a large blue and gold looking?
Okay, they're not that
Female.
colorful, my man. Most of the
I know.
females in particular are more of a mottled green color. While they get these splashes of black and orange on their bodies, their crests are unadorned with bright patterns.
What's the largest female that doesn't have? I guess we'll
Get
go
a
with
male,
cub.
then you don't have to worry about it.
Make me a perception check. See if you can find one, because most of the cubs are sticking
what I
close
did.
to the females. Also, I don't know if "cub's" the right term. It's what I've chosen.
We'll go with cubs. That's
Fledgling? I don't. What do you call baby birds?
You call them
Hatchlings.
a chick.
Chick. Maybe
Or
they're
chicks.
chicks, right?
Yeah,
I
these
mean,
things
well, they're like
behave more like
Sorens,
mammal
so
big things.
yeah, they're like
Closer to
Sorens,
reptilian.
so I don't know.
They're reptilian.
You're able to
I'm curious
you
now.
spot
I'm
one of the
Googling it.
larger ones, not the biggest. The biggest ones seem to be in the herd with the others, which is just a great way to get stepped on in your mind. So you approach what appears to be a larger female that does not appear to have a cub near it. It kind of eyes you quizzically, but a little bit. It kind of like plants its feet, not like it's about to charge at you, but like it doesn't know what to make of the 2 dragon-like creatures walking up to it.
All right. Remember your lessons from writing class. Be assertive, but
You gonna
kind
try and give it
and
treats.
non-threatening.
What are you gonna do? Give me your bid
Alright.
for how you're gonna try and tame this, and then make your roll, because that will affect the DC.
I'm going to start tossing out some pellets at it to show like me no harm, and I'm coming in like not making direct eye contact and becoming like slowly kind of like crouching my way over.
Yeah,
as I
not
toss
like
out the food.
stalking though, but like just like making yourself look a little smaller, just like
Yep.
yeah.
They are baby Triceratops are called hatchlings.
Well, that's hatchlings. These are a bit larger. These are
Juveniles.
from spring hatchlings.
Then they're just
yeah.
called juveniles.
I wrote cub. I'm gonna stick with cub. It makes me happy.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Balgoris, please make me your animal handling check.
There's
All
a
right.
small version.
Gary Gygax, be with me on this.
Aurora Ceratops.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know. Shut up.
It's a million
Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I know what these are. I just didn't
Balgoris,
remember what their name was.
you have succeeded. And you and
Hey,
Torin are able
girl.
to convince the creature to go along with you.
You know, I really wish I'd taken up on those riding classes. You're going to be a fine war mount one day.
This is actually the basis for one of my characters I've made before. He was a dwarven cavalier that his goal was to get a Triceratops mount. It was in Tomb of Annihilation. I'm so
Wonderful.
happy right now.
I'm glad. I thought this would be a fun little departure from the chaos that was last session. Who's
Alright,
next? We
I
have
will
two more
take off
groups.
now.
All right, later, man.
Yep.
Who is
Sebastian, you want to go? Or everything?
Oh, yes. We'll give this a shot.
Here's guys, a bunch of the treats and stuff.
Sebastian, you begin. What kind of animal are you going to be looking for? Are you looking for a male or female?
Probably a male.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be going for the males.
Walking towards the first one you saw initially, it's slightly larger than the one that Turbius and Lotus appear to have tamed, but still a bit, but not by a ton.
Does it?
It looks between you, and that gives an odd sort of look to Sebastian, and starts walking straight towards him.
Ah, this one seems to like us.
It just kind of
You
bows
know-
its head to you.
You know, these creatures are quite docile. Of course, you don't want to interfere with them when they're working in packs or mating season has gone like any other animal.
Sebastian, it actually kind
they
of
work
goes
well.
down on one knee as if to like let you climb on top of it.
Yep. Sebastian
Oh, it's
just
all
starts.
polite.
Yep. Sebastian just, runs his hand along it, and the old age catches up with him, and he clambers up it slowly. But it's a sturdy creature, so he knows he can handle. He can handle his weight.
The creature counts as tamed, and you walk off with it. Just kind of you just kind of give it a little kick, and it walks in the direction you desire.
Yep.
Did anyone else
feel
just
like
see that?
I did not. I'm even surprised by that.
What
And I've
Yes, even.
are you?
Oh, I've been around the block, kiddo.
That's not an answer.
That also doesn't explain why an animal of that size just essentially submitted to you.
I've handled creatures like these before.
Bullshit.
been quite
Nope,
some
nope,
time, but it's
nope,
nothing.
nope, nope.
If you call bullshit, make an insight check then.
I'm actually pretty good in that one.
Not
much better than Corky Scratch today, though.
So in that case, though, Sebastian, persuasion or deception, DM me which it is, and make your check. I mean, I know what it is.
Of course you know, you're God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what you want me to give me?
Yeah, make the check. See if you can convince him.
Okay. It'll take this.
Yeah, I mean, Belgor, he gives you a counter, and it seems.
Valid.
Well, it
That
seems
makes-
kind of far fetched, as you saw him just walk up and without any effort convince this thing to go along with him. So it seems true.
I don't know where I am anymore.
Well, many of these it seems mating season has passed, and so they've started to calm down. It's a good opportunity to be riding.
Okay.
Plus, having a mixed
I
herd
don't
will allow
want-
us to keep them occupied as well. Should prevent
How
us
many-
from having
Exile.
wander off.
Yes.
Have you been keeping track of how many male and female we have?
Yeah, you have 2 male, 1 female.
Oh boy.
They do not. This is not the mating season. The males are not aggressive towards one another. They're all part of the same herd.
Okay.
That's why it would be a good idea. It's fine having a mixed herd.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it
I
works.
chose a female
in
because
our
I
favor.
assumed she would be larger, and both Torin and I both have
A lot of armor.
yeah.
To be fair, these are very large creatures, and with the proper saddles that are being rigged to them currently by Ink and the others, it's not that difficult for you to both fit on one.
And I'm assuming
I do-
Icarus can keep up with
I
these
do tell
things.
Quirky Scratch to
Actually,
give it
Icarus
a chance.
cannot, and he will be riding with you because these things have a base movement speed of 50.
Whoa!
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah, these things are
big animal
fast.
is large.
They're very big, yeah.
They're a little bit faster than me.
Here, I will, just for the sake of showing you what you were dealing with. There's one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is more than a large model.
It's a huge creature.
Yep.
I don't.
Da, 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 da,
Oh yeah, it's a 3x3.
What the fuck?
And I need an effort to tame from our green boys.
Yep.
I mean, we're gonna go up
Alright.
to it, or yeah. How do you want to do this? Because I can speak with animals, so.
Well, I mean, if you can just yap at him to make him our friend, that works. If anything, if you piss him off, I can always use calm emotion.
Yep. Remember, you're at disadvantage to practically everything right now at exhaustion 1, but or is that only no? I think it's only attacks at exhaustion 1.
It says ability checks.
So calm emotions is not an ability check. That's just a spell.
This is true. So. I'm going to
Yeah, chat one up.
perception. Still technically advantage because we're doing beasts, so going to look around.
It's easy for you to look around and find them.
Yeah. I'll look around for a decent-sized female, just to keep the mixed herd that is unaccompanied. Not terrible, not great.
That's sufficient. You're able to find a. It's slightly smaller than the large female that Lotus managed to locate, but it is another female, likely a couple.
You mean Balgoris?
Yeah, the one that.
Yeah, sorry, Balgoris. Yep. And as you walk on over to it, it actually seems to be interested in you and walks right up and licks you. And it looks slightly confused. And it looks.
We barely have to do anything.
Larox
Made a friend.
It looks equally confused. And then turns and starts walking away.
I'm gonna use talk with animals. I'm not food, but I can provide you with food.
If not food, why green?
You could say the
Good
same about
question.
one of your friends. Because, and I say that noticing that there are some green ones, or at least ones with green skin, mixed in.
You're green like plant. They're little green. And I will say, I'm basing this off of an old Russian tortoise pet that my friend, the same friend who the shopkeeper's actually based on, used to have when we were living together. And that poor bastard Gazpacho tried to eat a green chair once.
Oh no.
He didn't succeed.
I can provide you with plenty of food, even though I'm not food.
Kind of turns and gives more attention. What kind? I don't know why I'm using this voice, but this is just what we got. It's a big, deep voice.
I offer him some of the treats.
Ooh. She happily munches on several of them, and I'd like you to make your animal handling check now, with advantage because you're talking to it.
Yes.
There's the 20.
It is. This creature is not only willing to go along with you; it seems excited at the prospect.
I think we found his pet. We found his Pokemon.
You cannot.
Don't do that, you'll be able to fade out a boat.
We cannot.
Enlarge, reduce.
We
cannot keep this one.
We found your Pokemon.
It is not. No.
That was a Pokemon.
And I think as you all gather back with Ink, he goes like, "I'll be honest, I'm very impressed. That was fast. You the human fellow. Where did you learn? I have worked with these creatures for 10 years, and I have still never seen anyone able to just walk up and have them cooperate."
Oh, as I told them, I've been around the block quite some time.
It looks like it.
It is better just to accept it. But
perhaps you can teach me your skills over this trip. Might be useful.
Oh, if we have the time, I would love to.
No, the most fun part, learning to ride. And the next several hours for the rest of the day pretty much pass as you learn there's some false starts, there's some difficult issues. The only one who has no issue, well, two teams have no issue. Garish, who's formed such a strong bond and is actively talking and able to get things going quickly, and Sebastian, who the creature seems to listen to without any commands at all. Just seems to cooperate just with the slightest of gestures.
Lotus
I'd say Lotus is, because she's able to communicate too.
Lotus is having a very good time, but she didn't roll a natural 20 on taming it.
That's true. That is true. I rolled the
Garrett's got
the Dragonborn are having a slightly more difficult time, but it's okay.
Girl, this way. No, don't eat that. No.
Well, the male, yours starts running off, and both the male ones start chasing it.
How many running
How do you stop this thing?
It stops.
How's it able to move so fast?
It stops suddenly. Can you make me a dex save?
Oh no!
You wanted this.
Hey, you gotta have some fun.
Yeah.
I want him.
I have puppy.
Over it. Oh yes.
Yeah, you go ass over tea kettle right over the front of this thing. Oh!
You're supposed to. Oh no.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from the impact. Luckily, it stops and does not trample you.
Yeah, I'd be dead.
No, you wouldn't be dead. It's got a trampling charge attack. You'd be taking 3d10 plus 6 damage.
Oh, Jesus.
I would be dead.
Fucked up are you? Not very.
I would be almost dead.
It would have to crit you to kill you.
Did you not fucking rest on the 2 days that we were on the ship?
No,
I've been bitten by a viper.
Bit by a snake.
And hit in the face with a branch. And launched from a Triceratops.
Look, not all of us can just walk through the jungle like we're fucking Mary Poppins.
Not Mary Poppins. I don't even know who that is.
I've never heard of Mary Poppins and the Jungle Adventure.
It's an untold story.
Yeah, the untold origin story that connects the Mary Poppins and Willy Wonka universes.
I'm sorry that I can just let things flow around me.
Yep. So we will say that you all make camp at the edge of this clearing for the night, and tomorrow morning we'll set off for the city, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
Yay.
I wanted to just have a nice, refreshing, shorter one today. A little bit of roleplay, a little bit of humor. You guys provided plenty for that. Alrighty. Any other admin stuff we need to get over with?
My spell. Did you do?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this D&D stream for the night.
And like all things in the universe, they all must come to an end. So too must their voice. But anywho, this is Tristan Longshot, signing off.